MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop if you're in need of an iRacing paint league team or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag. Hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.
Welcome, race fans. You're about to watch the OP Racing 2001 Throwback Series here live on MaxSpeedTV. I'll be your host for this evening. I'm Roger Muth, and I got my special co-host up here who's been with me every step of the way, Mr. Bobby Johnson himself.
How you doing tonight, Roger?
Well, Bobby, I'm doing good. Made it out here to Las Vegas with these guys. About to see a good race over here. This is the Throwback Series. After last week's race, we're definitely looking for a great race, especially these guys out on track trying to rebound.
Yeah, I think these guys needed the whole week off just to recuperate and recover from that long race they had last week.
They had a 3-hour-long race last week over at the old Rockingham Speedway, but we're no longer there. We're out here at Viva Las Vegas looking for a good one. It's hot, it's slippery out here.
It's hot and it's slippery, Roger, but it's still, it's going to be a lot better than it was last week. You guys have a lot wider of a track, a lot longer of a track, and I think these cats are getting ready to duel it out. They're probably looking forward to this track.
That's right. It's a little bit wider of a track, a lot of room to try and save the car, a lot of room to spread out. They won't be as packed together if they can get some green flag laps in, and they've been practicing all week getting green flag laps in. So it shouldn't be surprising if we see quite a long green flag race here tonight.
And it's going to be something different if they do get a green flag pit or green flag runs, because then you're going to have to deal with the infamous green flag pit stops. Not everybody gets to do a green flag pit stop here in iRacing because there's usually too many cautions that come into play. But if they do, it's always exciting to watch them try to execute that.
Green flag pit stops is something we have yet to see here with the OP guys. Looking forward to getting them under our belt here tonight, hopefully, as they ran a practice race last night, Bobby. I'm not sure if you tuned in, but they had a green flag run of about 75 laps over there, so that was quite a bit of a green flag run. The 00, Katie Hate It, though, from what I hear, ran away with the show.
Well, from what I'm seeing here in the practice charts right now, she's actually in second place for the fastest so far tonight. So it sounds like she's got her little car hooked up for this track.
As you see that 00 up there on the left-hand side of the screen, currently in that second position. A new guy who we haven't seen out here so far, the number 55 of David Weishart. He's so far got the quick time out there in practice. As you see him going through the grass, that's not the quick way around here.
No, it's not, Roger, but don't be surprised if you don't see a few of these guys actually do a little surf and turfing.
Well, Bobby, last week that 10 of Garrett Grant was your winner at Rockingham. Do we have him out here tonight? We do have him. I see him out there. He is in that red machine right there, the Dodge, number 10, slotted in the 6th position. He's looking to extend that points lead. Let's see if we can pull that up here for you real quick. There's your points lead. Garrett Grant out front in the points. 1 win this year so far for Garrett. Cody Levitt right there in second place, only 10 points back. Tristan Walker, 12 points back. That's your top 3. Forrest Sparks, 25 points back. Derek Conley in 5th. Then you got Tanner Thews right there in 6th. David Gay in 4th, having a strong showing here after a solid top 5 finish last week. Kelly Milam slots into the 8th spot. Scott Bellum in 9th. James Mayer right there rounds out your top 10. Christopher Brown going to slot into 11th. Billy Bessler, 12th. Doug Wysocki, 13th. David Saban, 14th. Ryan Beach rounds out your top 15. Timothy Truebridge in 16th. Mark Vega, 17th. Katie Hate It, 18th. Dustin Gurman in 19th. And Anthony Poston's going to round out your top 20 in points. That's only after the first 2 races, as we this is only the 3rd race of the season.
It might be the 3rd race of the season, but these cats act like it's the championship. It's always fun to watch these guys run because they always give it their all. It doesn't matter what track they're at, what lap they're on. They always give it their all, and that's what makes it exciting. Sometimes a little bit longer a race than what most people anticipate, but nevertheless, it's still fun to watch.
That's right. Let's see if we can pull up your pre-race here. Pre-race analyst for tonight. Air temp here at Las Vegas, 78 degrees. That's probably a morning breeze for them, probably around 6 a.m. Track temp is 110. 134 laps is scheduled here for tonight. That equals out to about a 201-mile race. Tire window, probably pretty generous here. It's going to depend on how you drive your car. We got a scheduled about 10 to 15 laps. Anything after that, you probably want some new tires. Fuel window, you're looking at a broad range here. It depends if you're running the outside, the inside. If you're sucked up behind anybody, that's 28 to 38 laps. Pit road speed here at Las Vegas is going to be 45 miles an hour. You do not want to get caught speeding coming down pit road because that's probably going to end your night. As when you go a lap down, Bobby, here in this league, you're trapped a lap down. There's no lucky dog.
No, Roger, this is the old style rules from back when you was just a little bitty baby. What they're doing is now, if you do go a lap down and they go back into a green flag start, they're going to be stuck on the inside line. You have to race your way back to get your lap. There is no such thing as a lucky dog, puppy, or anything else here in this league.
And Bobby, just so you know, I wasn't that young back in 2001.
Well, you sound awful young still.
Well, that's just my good look. Sort of like your good-looking picture that all the fans out there got to look at on Wednesday. If you tuned into that broadcast, you can go back and check out what Bobby really looks like.
Yeah, you just caught me on about a 23-hour workout day there. But I appreciate you putting that up, Roger.
Hey, anytime. I'll do it for you, buddy, and I'll do it for anybody else. Any of those drivers out there who don't have their driver pictures, maybe you could send one in for us so we can all see what you look like compared to Bobby. We'll put your pictures up side by side. If they're willing to take the gamble. Wink.
Speaking about pictures, it's really neat to watch all these old school designs and cars and paint schemes they've got set up here. They got some that really, it kind of brings back memories for me anyway.
These old school paint jobs, Bobby, you know, as you were saying, you know, I might be a little too young, but I remember seeing these guys out there running, and, I mean, let's just see if we can pull somebody here. Let's just pull the 25 right here. 25, I believe. Oh, man, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Now I'm going to lose it.
I'll give you a chance.
Casey Mears, I believe, drove that car for a while there at Hendrick Motorsports.
That is correct.
I believe he had 1 win in that car. That's the 25 of Billy Bessler right there.
Well, Billy Bessler is hoping he can make his 1 win tonight in that car.
Absolutely. Billy right now slotted in that 21st spot in practice. Cole Day, somebody we haven't seen over here yet on a Friday night in that 38 Great Clips cars. We just saw him crash. It just seems like that's what everybody wants to do all of a sudden while we check on them.
Yeah, that's going to be a little different for us on broadcasting because he's running that infamous 38 that Cody Levitt always runs. And now Cody was hopped in your machine, and now he's running your 39. So that's just going to be a little bit of a mind-boggling thing here throughout this race for me and you.
It is. We got about a minute left here in practice. There's your top 10 practice times as they run right now. Coming up in a couple minutes here, actually in 53 seconds, we're going to go to qualifying. Later on tonight over here on MaxSpeedTV, you got the Manning Electric Super Speedway Series. Those guys over there, they're pretty crazy. Bobby, you're a little familiar with them. But then you also got Drive for Suicide Prevention, the Xfinity side over here on MaxSpeedTV. That's always a great one. And tomorrow night, Laura, the Xfinity Series on MaxSpeedTV. That's in the afternoon. But right now, we're going to step away since there's 30 seconds. We're going to get the National Anthem played, and we're going to be right back. Don't go away. You won't want to miss qualifying. You don't want to miss the start of this race.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't miss anything other than Alex Green right now out there in that the 15 Napa Auto Parts car. He got into the wall coming off turn 4 there for his second lap. So his first lap was negated. Now let's see what he can put in there for his second qualifying attempt.
Looks like the winner of last week's race so far has got the pole position so far there. Gary Grant at number 10.
Garrett Grant running that number 10. The Dodge machine puts it up on the pole as we sit. Looks like the new guy, David, in the 55. David Weishart, he's currently third. Here's Gerald West out here running with these guys. Good to see Gerald over here. He's currently slotted in that 4th position there in the 86. He's going to be a quick one to watch for, Bobby. Make sure you put an eye on him.
Put an eye on him. You put an eye on quite a few of these cats out here tonight. Basically, it's going to be tire management, and probably it's going to come down to a little bit of fuel strategy, too, once these guys get settled down. But the first part of this race is all going to have to do a lot with basically being able to handle a car going from grip to extremely tight. And these guys are probably going to feel that right around after 10 to 12 laps because this place really, really, really likes to tighten a car up.
as we look at the 84 of Aspen Belvin, who's pulling it down. His qualifying attempt is done, but we got to congratulate the 84 of Aspen Belvin. He was the Super Speedway League winner over here with OP, so congratulations to Aspen Belvin, the 84 driver here tonight on your championship with the Super Speedways. Number 39 of Cody Levitt, he's out there. Currently slotted in the 9th position. Not too many guys out here on track right now. Looks like the 50 of Jeffrey Meyer is also out here running a little bit different of a paint scheme. It looks like a Dale Jr. throwback, but he's got the number 50 on it with bright green numbers. Bobby, you won't be able to miss that car.
No, that's good. I won't have to worry about putting on no glasses or anything. I can definitely see that easily.
Another new guy out here sitting on pit road. It looks like he has one timed lap in. Not sure if he's going to go back out for a second timed lap. That's going to be the 92 of Tyler J. Groff. Haven't seen Tyler before. We don't know too much about Tyler, but we're always welcoming to see and glad to see new guys out on track. Another guy who we're not familiar with, that's going to be the 24 of Derek Myers.
We're about ready to see exactly what the new guys got out here. This is a very challenging and demanding track. So it's going to put the new guys through the test, that's for sure, especially when you put them on a track with 37 other cars.
Mark Vega out on track with a new number. We're used to seeing him drive the 1 machine, but it looks like he's going to snag the 22 machine. He's out there in that Good Wrench Oreo car. Mark's first lap's going to slot him into the 18th position. Let's see if he can better that on the second timed lap.
So far, looks like nobody's able to really touch the 23 of Tanner Thus.
Tanner put it up on the pole position right now. That's a 30.629. Let's see if Mark Vega has anything in this 22 machine for the 23 of Tanner. Let's see, where is Mark going to jump up to on the board? Looks like he runs just a little bit slower there on that second lap. So he's going to stay currently slotted in the 18th position. Looks like Danny Vanezuela, sorry about the camera angle there. Danny Vanezuela is back in action after missing a week. Him out there in that 42 mellow yellow throwback. I believe that's a Kyle Petty.
Yes, it is. It's always fun to watch Danny when he's out here on the track, no matter what he sets in. I believe he's affiliated with that Street Stock series. It's pretty awesome he's got going on there. He's always fun to watch.
I mean, with a picture like Danny has, you gotta be a pretty fun guy. He looks like Ricky Valenzuela. I believe that's actually his uncle.
Well, you know, it is his uncle, and his uncle's really proud of him, but sometimes when things aren't going his way, I'm sure his uncle would probably just, disown him a little bit there. So he's got a lot to prove.
That's right. Looks like this is going to be the first timed lap for that 42 of Danny Vanezuela. Looks like there's only 2 other drivers right now out on track. Katie Hated right here in the 00 being one of them. Katie Hated. An unfortunate week last week where she was caught multiple laps down, unable to climb her way out of a hole, but was still out there competing. We saw her get quite a few laps back on the restarts. She was battling with those leaders.
I'll tell you right now, if she doesn't get herself hung out or get into any kind of trouble tonight or whatever, that's one vehicle that you're going to want to watch all night long, because last week she was several laps down, and she fought her way all the way back, and if she'd had a little bit more time and more laps, I believe she would have come right back and gave him a little bit of a fight. She is excellent.
Katie Hated there is going to slot that 00 machine into the 4th position currently. Looks like the only other guy who was out on track, that's going to be the 26 of Ryan Otto in that Wonder Bread machine. Danny Vanezuela, who was out on track, who now is in the pits, did not actually get an actual time lap in, so he's going to start shotgun on the field here, as we got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in qualifying. Only one other guy out there that's continuing to turn laps. That's going to be the 39 of Cody Levitt. He's out here just turning laps, making pit stops. Nobody else out on track. 41 cars have taken time. 2 guys have not. That's going to be the 3 of Joshua Durham and the 42 of Danny Vanezuela, who we did see out on track, but must have either clipped the wall at some point on both of his laps. So that negates his time. He will start shotgun on the field tonight.
Talking about Cody being out there just turning laps, I tell you, there is nobody out here in iRacing, I believe, that is as dedicated as what Cody is. I don't know how many laps that this guy turns, but he does everything. He prepares himself to the best of his ability, and that's what's making him run so good this year.
As I'm just looking out there in TeamSpeak to see if we can talk, since we have 1 minute and 45 seconds with your pole setter, but I don't see him out in chat, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to get a word in with him.
No, but I think we can go ahead and grab one of the new guys that does good in a couple other leagues that we broadcast here. He's new to this one. Up here, I might be able to get a hold of Cody and see what he's got to say about tonight's race.
Let Cody go. He's out on track.
Cody.
Let him go. Looks like we got the 86 of Gerald West back out on track. He's just putting in some laps. His qualifying attempts are over with.
It's not uncommon to see these guys go out and just keep on knocking off laps here. They got the time to practice. They got the time to you know, feel these cars out, feel the tires and stuff out a little bit, and a little bit more comfortable before the race starts.
Looks like we got 16 seconds. That means Joshua Durham, who's not out on track, who hasn't even attempted to grid up here so far, he will not be making a qualifying attempt. So that's pretty much going to set your field here. Well, Bobby, let's see if we can work through this qualifying grid, because you and I always seem to struggle. I'll take your first 20. You take them after me, buddy.
Sounds good.
Starting on your pole here in the 23, that's going to be Tanner Thues. Starting outside of him is going to be last week's winner, Garrett Grant, in the 10 machine. Starting in your third position, the number 9, Joshua Spalding. Starting in the fourth position, the 00 of Katie Hayden. Look for her to be strong out here this evening. Starting in your fifth position is going to be the 55 of David Weishart. He's a new guy. Let's see what he does here tonight. Another guy who we haven't seen out on track, the 86 of Gerald West. In the 7th position, the number 11 of Chase Berry. In the 93, starting in the 8th position, Isaiah Dupree. In the 9th position, we saw his car out on track, the 25 of Billy Bessler. Starting in the top 10, rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 39 of Cody Levitt. In the 11th position is going to be the 31 of Derek Conley. Starting outside of him in the 12th position, in the 20 car, Brandon Peters. In the 13th position, in the 69 car tonight, Brian Beach. 6th car driven by Dustin German is going to start in the 14th position. 15th position is going to go to the new guy, the 38 of Cole Day. Aaron Tolhurst in the number 90, going to be starting in the 16th position. Aspen Belvin, the Super Speedway champion, the 84 machine, starting 17th. Great mustache there, Aspen. In the 50 machine, starting 18th, Jeffrey Meyer. Starting 19th, in the number 22, Mark Vega. Rounding out your top 20, the number 7 of Forrest Sparks.
Coming in on the 21st is going to be the 19th of Matt Henry. The 22nd position will be 91 of C. Carter. 23rd position will be the number 2 of Tristan Walker. 24th position is held by number 58 of David Sabin. 25th position is held by the 18 of Kelly Milam. 26th position, the number 88 throwback, Alec Daffin, I believe. Daffin. And the 27th position, the 0101 of David Grameforth. The 28th position will be the number 28 of James Mayer. 29th position, the number 92, Tyler J. Graff. 30th position, the 07 of Scott Bellum. 31st position, the number 48, Ed Wack. 32nd position, the 27, Jeff Beringer. 33rd position, the 14th, number 14, Timothy Trowbridge. 34th position will be the number 24 of Derek Myers. 35th positions held held by number 34, Frenchie. 36th position. Looks like it's going to be the number 1 of Joe Maglo. 37th position, number 5 of Robert Lakova. 38th position, number 71, Stephen Herman. 39th position is held by number 15, Alex Green. The 40th position, number 26, Ryan Otto. The 41st position, Dave Hunt. 42nd position, number 3, Joshua Durham. The 43rd position, number 42, Danny R. Venezuela. And that is your lineup.
As the pace car is in, we are about to go green here. The green flag is racing for the first time here at Las Vegas, the OP Throwback Series. Down into turn 1, that looks like your leader there. Tanner Thus there in the 23 of the Goodwrench machine. Looks like he's clear of everybody so far. Green flag racing. Everybody's spreading out real early.
Looks like there was a few problems there on the start. Maybe a couple missed shifts, maybe. I know there's someone's got some rear damage. So far, no yellow on it, so we're good.
Look at everybody come down through lap 1. Tanner Thus is going to lead your first lap here, led by the 55 of David Weishart, Joshua Spaulding in 3rd, Katie Haight at 4th, Garrett Grant 5th, Gerald West 6th, Chase Berry in 7th, Cody Levitt moving up to the 8th position, Isaiah Dupree in 9th, and Billy Bessler rounds out your top 10 after lap 1.
Believe it or not, Roger, these cars, they're really awesome at sucking up for a little bit of drafting. So this drafting is definitely going to play a big part of this race, too.
Coming across for lap 2, Tanner Thus extending that lead so far over David Weishart in that 55. The 55 car looks like an old Dale Jarrett paint scheme out there, the UPS machine. Looks like we got a yellow out on track.
No.
Let's see if we can go back and find that.
I'm not really sure, Roger. I'm unable to find that one.
Seems to be the first one always gives us the gremlins. Let's see as they're working down the backstretch.
Not finding anything, Roger. Maybe it's just a gremlin like you said.
Couple guys blinking out here and there. As we see it right there on screen blinking out.
And that's always something that you always have to worry about too. Connections can really cause havoc in a race, especially when you have 43 cats out here that are nose to tail.
Let's see, we're still trying to find it out here for you guys. Looks like the 38 of Cody Levitt possibly around. Well, it looks like it might not give it to us, but it looked like the 39, but that can't be right because he's slotted in the 6th position right now for us under this caution.
Oh, he had some takers come down pit road when he was looking to try to find that replay of the caution there. Now your back half looks like they decided to come in and top off a little bit, and maybe make some adjustments, get a couple tires or so, and looks like most of the front of the field decided it's too early yet, so we're going to stay out, and that's what they did.
Tanner Thus still out front. Katie Haight now in your 2nd position. Joshua Spaulding 3rd. Gerald West up to 4th. Garrett Grant to 5th. Cody Levitt, who we thought might have been the caution, unfortunately it was lying to us, in 5th place. or 6th place, sorry. Isaiah Dupree in the 93, 7th. Chase Berry in the 8th position. Billy Bessler back to 9th. And Brian Beach rounds out your top 10. Single file restarts here, Bobby.
There's nothing wrong with a single file restart. Makes things just a little bit smoother. The problem comes in is when you start getting a few of them having laps down, and then you got to worry about a lap car. Brings just a little bit more fun into the equation. You hear me?
You say fun, but it could drive an announcer crazy trying to figure out who the inside cars are.
And that's exactly what I meant by fun. That was kind of an inside joke for you.
Your inside jokes aren't that good, Bobby.
I know they're not. But I'll tell you what is good. Long green flag runs. And hopefully we'll be able to see one right here coming up.
We're about to go back racing here on lap 6, working to lap 7 with the OP guys. This is the Throwback Series, and they're throwing them way back. Tanner Thu's going to be your leader here as we wait for the pace car. It seems to be like it doesn't want to pick up Tanner Thus right now, but the pace car is in. We are waiting to drop the hammer, waiting on the flagman. Green flag's back out. We are back racing here at Las Vegas. See everybody in that single file line. Everybody working down into turn 1. Tanner got a great start. Katie Hayden kind of seems to be laying back, just letting those guys get out in front of him. She'll catch him coming off the corner.
She'll sit right there and she'll just follow his car. She'll be like a twin to whatever line that he's running. And you can actually get tight enough, close enough on these guys. You can actually make them get really, really loose. As you see her right there, what she's trying to do. She's trying to set it up so she can go into the inside and push him up high.
Katie Hayden to the inside of the 23 of Tanner Thus. Who's going to lead the lap? It looks like Tanner still led that lap, but Katie's going to inch ahead going into turn 1.
Looks like Joshua Spalding's going to hop in on this little game plan right here. We don't know if he's wanting to make it 3 wide or if he's just going to sit back and watch these two fight it out here for first and second.
Katie Hayden couldn't put the power down coming off turn 1. Tanner Thus back to the lead there in that 23 machine. Tanner Thus now has about a car length lead over the 00 of Hayden.
You got to be really careful when you're making that transition, as you've seen Tanner Thus do right there. It went down. Looks like another caution out here.
Looks like the 92 of Jared Golf has some damage, but I'm not sure where the caution is. Let's see if we can go back and hopefully find it for you.
I'll tell you, iRacing's just not being very friendly to us up here tonight, Roger.
I do see it does involve Tyler Graff. Unfortunately, we're getting jammed up for some reason here.
I did see the number 48 right there, the John Deere green of Danny Venezuela. I seen him coming out of the turn right there. Looked like he was kind of a sprint car. I mean, he was able to save it, but boy, he had that car sideways all the way around there.
Let's see if this is our replay. Sorry for the little bit of delay and whatnot.
Remember now, Roger, these guys only got one fast repair. We've already got the second caution right here, and with only 6 laps in. So some of these guys are forced to have to use their fast repair, and basically they're going to have to try to keep their nose clean for the rest of this entire race right here. And that's going to be a chore in itself to do, not alone trying to, take care of the traffic, handle the car a little bit, try to get the fuel in your car, worry about your fuel. So that's just another added thing. It's a little stress, more stress to them, Roger, is all it is.
And we did find it. It was the 92 of Tyler Groff going around, collecting the 53, I believe that was. Coming right off turn 4, it looked like the 92 just got a little bit loose on that outside lane. And around he went, and he collected the UPS machine. Tanner Thues, though, still out front here. We are working lap 12. This is our second caution so far here tonight. Joshua Spalding in the 9 car. He's second. Gerald West in the 86 in third. Garrett Grant in fourth. And Cody Levitt rounds out your top 5. All your leaders have stayed out, as you didn't miss that as we were trying to bring you that replay. Sorry it took so long. We are having a little bit of slow data delay issue over here today. Hopefully we can get that figured out on our end and bring you some great racing. Hopefully these guys can calm down and we can get some green flag laps like we had seen in the practice races with these guys. As they can put on some good shows, and sometimes they can get a little out of hand here.
Oh, it's just hard racing. All these guys out here, they give it all they got. And that is kind of what I like about this particular league, because they just let it all hang out right from lap 1 to the very end of the race. Sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad, but we enjoy watching it because it's never dull.
They certainly put on one heck of a show. Whether it's a spin fest or a green flag fest, they will put on a show. As it looks like we should probably get one to go here this time at the line. Hopefully we can get these bad boys wound up, turning laps again on the loud pedal. Looks like mostly everybody on track right now, other than the number 50 of Jeffrey Mayer. It looks like he is off track. He is quite a few laps down, 8 laps down to be exact. Everybody else out there running, it looks like everybody from the 30th position on back might possibly be a lap down, so we might see some lap down cars to the inside here.
Yeah, that is, like I said, that's just a little bit of another thorn in your side, if you will, for these guys up here that are in the lead, or in the lead of this race right now. Who knows? Tanner Thues might get himself another good jump start right out here and get ahead of him. Usually the guy that starts the race, he usually has a better jump start because he's the one that actually knows when to accelerate. And that definitely does help him quite a bit. And hopefully that will have him be able to clear some of this lap traffic and be on his way.
Somebody that I did notice that came down pit road as we see the 5 of Robert Lakova pulling up to the inside right now. He's in your 31st spot, 1 lap down. But the 00 Katie Hayden, now back in 27th, she did come down to pit road.
Oh, here we go. Pace car is off finally. Now Tanner Thues at the 23 is going to have to get a good jump start here so he can get out ahead of the number 5. That's a lap down. It looks like he's done so. Yeah, he's jumped out to almost a 2-car length right now, so the lap traffic's not going to be an issue for basically 3 of these vehicles. Tanner Thues, Joshua Spalding, and Gerald West. Looks like they're going to be able to clear these guys pretty good.
Gerald West may have got hung up there just a little bit trying to pass that 5 car, the lap down car to the inside, but it looks like he hasn't now. But here comes Garrett Grant looking to the inside of Gerald West right now as we work into turn 3 and 4.
Cody Levitt looks like he's running that high line up there. He's just kind of keeping it cool and keeping that car of yours clean right there. He knows it's a long race. He doesn't want to do anything silly. So, oh, looks like the number 5 just hit the wall right in front of him. And that's probably going to bring out another caution.
It looks like a lap car got together there with one of the leaders. Let's see if we can go back, bring it to you. As it looks like we may be getting something to work here for us already tonight. Or, well, I shouldn't say already. Finally getting something to work for us here tonight. As you see the 5 of Robert go into the corner, it looks like he's underneath the 39 as he's coming through turn 3 and 4 right now. Let's see what happened as they're going down the front stretch. The 5 coming through the tri-oval. 5 goes straight up into the wall right in front of the 39 and up and over as we go on board with them. Back onto his wheels, turned the wrong way, back into traffic. Holding the brake, though, as the smart thing to do, as it actually just got word from race control. The 5 car had a black screen, which caused that accident.
Cody Levitt did a really good job. He held that thing all the way up on that wall, all the way down the straightaway, so he wouldn't cause any more problems for anybody else out on the track.
Let's see if we can go onto a on board from the cockpit of the 39. As you see him right behind the 5, and the 5 goes right into the wall. Cody tries to check up, but it's too late. He's wrapped up in it. The 5 is up and over. Cody's just bouncing it off the wall. Downshifts, pulls it off the wall, and carries on. Unfortunately, that's going to be heavy damage for the 39 machine.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to use one of his fast repairs.
That's not something you want to do this early in a race.
You're absolutely right, Roger. That would definitely make me nervous.
See the 39 coming back down pit road. Probably just working on repairs on that car. Probably trying not to use his fast repair.
Well, we've seen it pay off, Roger. We've seen cars out here, they'll come to pit road every chance they get to try to get it worked on so they can save that fast repair towards the end. And it's actually paid off for a lot of people. Depends on how much damage you've got. And you know, if you have enough cautions, you can get it fixed without using your fast repair.
So after the 16 laps we've run here, we've had 3 cautions. Not a good start. Not the way a lot of these drivers wanted to start off the evening here. A Friday night of yellow flags is not what they want. But Tanner Thues still out front. Joshua Spalding, Garrett Grant, Dustin German, and Chase Berry. Chase Berry in the 11 round out your top 5 right now. That's right, everybody out in chat. The 5 car did have a black screen of something come over his screen. That is what did happen to him there. That caused the crash. That wrapped up one of your top 5 runners there in the 39. But all's good, all's well. It looks like he's back out on track. The 39 also back out on track. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes that's what happens with internet-based racing, Bobby. You can't control it. You're at the mercy of either your rig or the internet itself. And sometimes we see things like that happen.
Yeah, and also, you know, you also keep in mind, Roger, that you got cats running all over the United States and even further out in other countries with us tonight. And old Mother Nature, she can also play a bit of a havoc for you too if the weather's kind of nasty.
Well, the weather, we may be at Las Vegas here on track, but I know, Bobby, over in Ohio, you guys got snow earlier today, some sleet. Myself over here in Pennsylvania, it's just raining cats and dogs, and it has not let up all day. But out here on track, it's sunny. It was, what, a cool 70-some degrees, but 101 track temp.
Boy, what I give for 70-some degrees here in Ohio.
Tanner Thues, though, not having a problem with the weather here at Las Vegas. He's cool, calm, and he's led every single lap so far here tonight.
Yeah, these the top 5, 6, 7 cars, they're actually playing a very, very smart head game right here. You know, they're staying in line. They're not really racing each other too awful hard. They know this is a long way to go yet in this race, and they're trying to take care of their equipment.
Your top, it looks like, top 12 guys are still out there on the original tires they've started this race. That's 18-lap tires. After that, you got a couple guys on different strategies. The 7 of Forrest Sparks out there. He's on 14-lap old tires. Alex Green in the 14th spot. He's out there on 18-lap old tires. The 1 of Joe Maglo, he's out there. It looks like 14-lap old tires. And everybody after that looks like it's pretty much scattered. It looks like 8, 7, 6, 2s. You know, we got quite a few different strategies.
Kind of anxious to see just how these top, I don't know how many. It looks like we got close to for top 10 at least, or maybe top 13. That's got 19 laps on these tires right here. I want to see if these guys behind them that's got fresher tires is going to be able to reel these guys in a little bit.
Lights on the pace car are off, so we're about to get going. Back racing. It looks like we're going to get going on lap number 19. There's your little caution graphic as you see it tonight. It's working. 3 cautions, 11 laps out of the 19 run. 116 laps to go here from Las Vegas. we'll chalk these early butterflies up to just being anxious to be out here on the track. We know these drivers know they're being broadcasted and it's out there on the airwaves, so maybe a little bugs, a little jitters, causing a couple of these accidents. We know a black screen was one of them.
Yeah, it's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to cause to give you a problem out here.
That dreaded Mustang that was just on track causes some problems too, but the Mustang pulls off. We're about to get back racing. The green flag is racing. We are racing once again here from Las Vegas.
Looks like Joshua Spalding's giving Tanner Thues just a little bit of help to clear this lap traffic, and they both did.
Down into turn 1 they go. They've cleared the lap traffic, the lap car of the 53. That's David Hunt there, that blue and yellow car. Not a battle for position. He's a lap down right now. But your 2 leaders got one heck of a jump on the field. That's the 23 right there, the black and white machine, the good wrench car, and the 9 car right there. That's Joshua Spalding in second place.
And now your third place, number 10 there, Garrett Grant and Chase Berry there. Now they got to deal with these lap traffic here as the leader and the second place guys just pulling away from him.
Garrett Grant actually slotted now back into the 4th position as the 6 car worked around him coming through that corner. So now
Looks like the 53 might have got up into the 88 there. He tried to grab it and tried to keep it up on the wall and not prevent a caution. And it's a good possibility that we're still going to be green flag racing here.
Green flag racing as we have a battle here for the 3rd position between the 10 of Grant and the 6 of German. Great battle going on right here for this position, giving plenty of room off the corners as you see.
Yeah, you definitely want to give the guy beside you a lot of room because with 22 laps on these tires, these cars are getting tighter and tighter as the laps go down. Definitely want to give him room.
Now they work it out. It looks like the 6 of German is going to take that position. Looks like Grant's just going to let him have it. Mount a charge a little bit later on in the run. Out front, Tanner Thues, though, he's opened up about a half-second lead over the second place of Joshua Spalding.
I'm not sure what it was, but I saw a car spinning around.
Looks like it might possibly involve the 00 of Katie Hate It. Uh-oh. Wrong person. See Katie Hate It spinning to the inside. Didn't look like any other cars involved. Let's back it up just a little bit farther here. As we work into turn 1, you see the 00 on the inside of the 84 of Aspen Belvin. Let's see what happens as she comes off turn 2. Oh, the wreck happens in front of her, and then she gets wrapped up in it. Looks like that might have been the 93 of Isaiah Dupree.
Yeah, like I said, I just barely caught it out of the corner of my eye. I saw somebody getting turned up into the wall. Well, I can tell you one thing, Roger. The top 14 or 15 guys right here are happy as a lark to see that yellow flag this time around because, man, do they want some new tires.
Forrest Sparks also involved in that 7 machine. As you can see, he's got some damage on the Hooters car, but he's in pit road. He'll get that taken care of. Looks like we're going to have a new leader. The number 2 of Trishan Walker has decided to stay out. He is going to be the guy at the point here, but he's got about 7-lap old tires. Let's see how well he's going to be able to hold off this charging pack that came down for new ones.
Pack is correct, Roger. There's a lot of guys came in there and topped off and got some fresh rubber on. These cars are just obviously way, way better. Much easier to handle when they got fresh tires on than what they do when they start to wear down. The more the tires wear down, the tighter it gets, the less you can turn into the turns. You start sliding up, and that's when the trouble always starts.
Well, Bobby, while we're working another caution here, let's step away, let's take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with you before the green.
I'm really shocked, Roger, that these cats stayed out as long as they have on these old tires right here.
As pit stops, Bobby, like I just was saying while my mic was muted, the top 5 stayed out here. 26 laps on your top 5. I'm not sure what's going on here. I know our gas situation is probably between 28 to 38 laps. These guys are probably going to have to pit here pretty soon.
I'll tell you what, I think if these guys are rolling the dice right now, since this is Vegas, this is one bet that I would not be putting money on, because they're probably all hoping maybe that they're going to have a caution and they're going to be able to come in here and get fuel and get their tires and go back out and not have to do a green flag pit stop. If they have to do a green flag pit stop, these guys are going to lose a ton of positions.
Here at Vegas with a green flag pit stop, you do go a lap down, but once everything cycles through, you get your lap back. It looks like only one lap down car right now scheduled to start there on the inside. That's going to be the 26 of Auto in the Wonder Bread machine. That car is pretty well tore up already here in the early going.
I'm not sure if he used a fast repair already or not, or he may be trying to save it again. These guys right here, hopefully, the single file restart does help these guys out quite a bit. They only, like you said earlier, they only have one guy that's a lap down there, and that's going to be the 26 on the bottom, as the pace car is off already. Hopefully, more than likely, Tanner Thues is going to jump out to a good start right here, and the 9's going to be able to hopefully follow him and clear that inside lap traffic. And right now, the outside got a great run, and the first 5 cars literally just passed right by him. So no trouble up front right now, Roger.
Ryan Otto being passed by a lot of guys. It looks like he'll fall back to about the 10th position, which that's not going to be a battle for position for him, but the battle for position on track back up front here. These top 3 got a great start, and they pulled away about a half second from everybody else. As now that 4th car kind of wheels him back in. Now he's about 2 car lengths off the back bumper there of the 10. So now the whole field's coming. They finally caught back up. Big. You talked earlier about the draft in these cars, so going down that backstretch, it allowed them guys to suck back up right to the front.
Absolutely. Drafting does play a big part of this, especially if you get them all lined up nose to tail. You can run somebody down pretty easily.
It looked like right there the 1 of Joe Maglo trying to get her to the inside of the 10, but the 10 had the momentum coming off the corner. That's going to get the 10 to the back bumper of the 9 as he worked into turn 3, but nowhere to go with the run. Decided to lift and let the 9 get away from him.
Now, Joe Maglo's got quite a bit of rear damage on that car right there. Hopefully it's not affecting him, but I think it is affecting him, to be honest with you. And that's allowing that 19 of Matt Henry to close in on him.
Joe Maglo right there in that 1 machine. Usually we're not familiar with Joe out there too much, but Joe's running the 1 machine tonight. Got that back end a little bit pushed in like somebody might have got to him on a restart, but right now the 19 of Matt Henry looking to the inside.
These guys are doing a good job right now of give and take too, and that's what they need to do if they want to get some green flags in here.
Christian Walker now looking to the outside of the 19 of Matt Henry, as Matt Henry was not able to run side by side with the 1 of Joe. Now can Christian Walker get around the 19 on the outside, as he'll have the momentum coming off turn 2? It looks like the 2 will get around him.
You got Dustin German right there in the number 6 is diving down underneath the 19 of Matt Henry, and he's going to try to take that position away from him. It looks like he's going to.
As you go on board with the 6 machine, as you see now out front of the 6, the 2 and the 1 side by side for the 4th position. Looks like Christian Walker is on a mission. Christian started all the way back in that 23rd position, now inside the top 5 as he's trying to put the power down underneath the 1. Not able to get all the power down as they work down the backstretch. Looks like now the 1 is going to prevail there and hold off and get the 4th position back from the 2.
That Joe Magbo in that number 1, I am really shocked how well he's able to handle that car with that amount of damage that he has. That is an extensive amount. Look at that spoiler back there in the back, how it's pushed up.
As you see the 1 right in front of Christian Walker right there, with a bunch of damage. As you see the 9 get onto the apron there going through turn 1 and 2, that's going to get the field bunched up there. They're going all to the outside of him. Now will the 9 be in trouble, since now Garrett Grant got around him? Now will the 1 be able to get around him on the outside coming off turn 4?
You'll lose a lot of momentum when you get down there. Now this cat right here is on 33 old tires, lap tires. When you jump down off that white line, that transition, I mean, it's going to throw you a little bit. And the tire wear he's got is pretty extensive. He could lose it. He's really got to be careful on that. To be honest with you right now, Roger, it looks like he's trying to hold up some of these faster guys behind him. They're getting very impatient.
Dustin German there in the 6th position in the 6 car. He's your guy on the freshest tires. 9 laps on those tires on the 6 car as he's coming through the field. A lot of these guys side by side right here, battling from the third position on. Pretty much throw a blanket over this top 10. They're all right there battling it out together. Looks like everybody else behind them, though, single filed out.
Everybody else is doing really, really well right now. They're staying single file, staying out of trouble, trying to get some laps.
Oh no,
down.
I saw 2 cars going through the grass. Looks like Derek Myers is one of them. He's going to come down pit road. He's going to have a black flag. Looks like probably the 55 of David Weishart also involved there. Let's see if we can go back a little bit. As there's the 24 and the 53 or 55 as they work down the backstretch. It looks like the 24 took the outside lane, the 55 to the inside. Let's see what happens when they come off turn 4 here. Looks like the 24 just came right down across the 55's nose. Took them both through the grass.
Right now, Dustin German in that number 6 has actually reeled in Garrett Grant in that number 10 on 2nd place right there, and he's actually working him pretty hard. And that's the difference between 38 lap tires and 14 lap tires, Roger.
My time when scoring is best. Oh, there we go.
Tanner Truce is still looking like about a 3-car lead out there, but right now, Dustin German is on a mission. He's taking it into the inside, and he was actually able to pass Garrett Grant with no trouble whatsoever. Now he's working on the leader of Tanner Truce. And that's for sure, Roger. It just goes to prove right now, 39 lap tires versus 15 lap tires. And he just walked down on the bottom and said, see you later, Tanner. I'll talk to you maybe if we get a caution, but I'm out of here. He's jumped out to almost about a car and a half length already on him. Those fresh tires mean everything in the world when you're going into these turns. You do not have to let off that accelerator and just let it roll into the corner near as much as you do on wore-out tires. And that's exactly what Tanner Truce and Garrett right now are fighting. They're fighting older lap tires on here, and they are not going to catch Dustin.
Dustin German in the 6 car, now your new leader. Garrett Grant second, Tanner Thuse back to third, as those new tires for the 6 car are prevailing nicely. I'm expecting the 10, the 23, the 9, and the 1 of Joe to come down pit road any moment now as they're working lap 40. I know the cautions helped them, but it looks like now the 10 might be coming to pit road.
Excellent timing on that call, Roger, because that's exactly what they're doing. They said, I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
The 10's down pit road. It looks like the 23 of Tanner also coming with them.
Looks like 19 also is coming in of Matt Henry. Well, the good news is, Roger, everybody's keeping their cars straight. They're being actually kind of patient right now, and they're doing a good job trying to get some of these laps knocked down a little bit here. He is the only one out there with 39 laps on his tires. While all this is going on, Dustin German, he's just checking out. I mean, he is gone. All he has to do is hit his marks.
It's showing me the 1 car here of Joe Maglo as he was working down pit road. Not sure what happened before the caution came out, but it looks like iRacing saying that's the caution.
Looks like the 22 the 22 took a big spin here also.
That can't
Trying to find that.
be the problem here with the 1, as we apologize for iRacing.
Yeah, it's just not cooperating for us here on these replays at all. It's a shame this caution didn't happen just a couple laps earlier than some of those cats up there that's been running all night so far in the top 3. They wouldn't have to fight their way back so hard now.
We go high and wide there, but we didn't see anything from the spotter stand around the track at all. Well, we're going to work to another commercial break here real quick, and we'll be right back. Well, maybe everybody can hear me now. It helps when I unmute the mic. Welcome back, guys. We did do a reset over here on our equipment, hoping that will bring you better coverage here for the OP, guys. The Throwback Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. Aaron Tolhurst out front right now in the 90 machine. Jeff Bergner in your second position in the 27. New guy to the top 5. New guy out on track. We don't know too much about Jeff Bergner out there. Dustin German now slotted in your third position. Tristan Walker in the fourth position. Chase Berry fifth. Cole Day now in sixth place. Craig Carter in the 91 up into the 7th place. 25 of Billy Bessler in 8th. The 00 of Katie Haight at 9th. And Cody Levitt in the 39 car now back into the top 10.
Yeah, we haven't heard hardly anything on the number 6 place guy, Cole Day, out of Indiana. Usually he makes it exciting and a lot of fun to watch.
Looks like right now the number 90 of Aaron Tolhurst, he's going to bring it down pit road. He led his lap. He got his bonus points. That's going to turn the lead over, it looks like, possibly to the 6 of Dustin German. Dustin was quick there on that last green flag stent. Let's see if it's going to carry over for him.
But now, Roger, now we have a little something in the play here that Dustin German's going to have to worry about, and that's the 23 and the 19. Those guys been running up front this entire race just about. Now they got trapped a lap down, and these guys are also quick. So that's going to be interesting to see here what's going to happen.
That's going to put Tanner Thues there on the inside lane. 1 lap down as he got caught making a pit stop. Same with the number 19 of Matt Henry. They were both making a pit stop. Joshua Spaulding also to the inside. All those guys got trapped a lap down. And here's going to be a monkey wrench. The number 3 of Joshua Spaulding is going to start out, Joshua Durham going to start out front, being the last car on the lead lap, seeing if he can hold off the leaders here and get away and stay on the lead lap, or if he's going to fall subject to the 6 car, as we're waiting on that pace car to come down, waiting for the 3 car, the 6 car, the 2 car. Those are going to be your control cars on the outside. See what happens here with Tanner Thues and the 19 also on the inside, as those guys are pretty quick themselves. They're no slouches as the green flag's out. Looks like Tanner Thues there on the inside actually got a great start.
Yeah, Tanner's going to give these guys a run for their money up here that's actually leading this race. He needs to get his lap back where he was trapped trying to run that long run that he was on.
And it looks like the 6 of Dustin German being trapped behind the 6 car. That's going to leave the bottom open for, well, I would say that's a battle for position, but it's actually not anymore. The 9 of Joshua Spaulding, he's also a lap down with Henry in the 19. So right now, all those guys that were lined up to the inside who were in the top 5 before pit stops, they now, as they run, have their laps back, but they are at the tail of the line with the leader chasing them.
Yeah, he's actually stuck there, the leader of Dustin German. He is stuck right there between all this lap traffic that he's got going on. But these cats up here, they're quick. Like I said, they've ran up top this whole entire race so far. And it's going to give him a lot, give him a run for his money to try to get past him.
Right there on his coattails, though, the blue deuce right there, Tristan Walker himself.
And this has allowed him, Tristan Walker, to actually catch Dustin German.
That's your battle for your lead right now. Between this 6 car of Dustin German and the 2 of Tristan Walker.
And I got to tell you right now, the 91 there and the 34, he is not making it easy for the number 2 of Tristan Walker whatsoever.
The 34 being 1 lap down right now. That's Francisco Pelletier. Call him Franco. He's right there. Right behind the 6. Our leader of Dustin German. Trying to fight for his lap back. But the Blue Deuce wants to get around him. The Blue Deuce now looking to the inside.
And getting a lap back, you're looking at the 91 there of Creighton Carter. He's trying to get his lap back also. But then again, you got 38 behind him of Cole Day, who is on the lead lap right now. And he is showing in 8th position. Or I'm sorry, he is being showed in 4th position. And he's trying to work his way up to that number 2 at Tristan Walker's bumper.
And don't look now, coming to the dance all by herself, not inviting the boys along. The 00 of Katie Haydett now cracks the top 5, working the back bumper of that 38 machine of Cole Day. Cole Day chooses the outside lane there, as Katie Haydett kind of runs the inside lane there. I'm not sure which one's going to be quicker. We've seen the momentum on the top side work a little bit better. But does Katie Haydett have something up her sleeve? As the 91 of Carter right here is kind of slipping back a little bit. 38 has now got around him. Now Katie looking to the outside. Not enough room as they almost come together off turn 4. The 91 and the 00 almost make contact, almost sending Katie Haydett into the wall off turn 4.
I'm not sure if he noticed that she was out there on his side right there or not, but he almost, just literally almost took her out.
Dustin German still out front, and those guys all in front of him who have gotten their lap back. Joshua Durham, Joshua Spalding, still out in front of these guys. Tanner Thues also right there, along with the 19 of Matt Henry.
Isaiah Dupree right now is on the bumper of Katie, because that 91 right there, he is really fighting really hard to stay and not let Katie pass him. But that also brought the 93 right up into play of Isaiah Dupree. He is right on Katie's bumper.
Isaiah Dupree there in the 93, another mellow yellow machine out there. I'm not sure what throwback that throws back to, but I also know the number 11 of Chase Berry is right here back to the front in the Lego machine. That's not a throwback himself, but the 38 of Cody Levitt also coming through the field. It looks like he has finally used the quick repair on that 39 machine, so he'll be all out of quick repairs here for the last, well, it looks like 90-some laps left here tonight. Aspen Belvin in the 84 is back in ninth. Billy Bessler as those places just switched. That's your top 10 right now.
As you can see right now, if you're looking at Katie Haydett, she's actually finally got rid of those pesky lap down cars. It's been giving her so much trouble, and now she can concentrate and get her sights on Cole Day.
Katie Haydett in the 4th position, Cole Day in the 3rd position. Let's see if Katie can run down that 38 of Cole Day, the Great Clips machine right in front of her. Cole Day is trying to work around the 3 car right now of Joshua Durham. As you see, Tristan Walker has made his way around that machine. So now the front 2 have cleared the 3, the lap down car. Seeing if now the 2 can run the 6 down. Looks like the 38, though, of Cole is looking to the inside of the 3 as they come through the front stretch. Not enough momentum, not enough room. He'll slot back in behind him going into turn 1.
Right now, Tristan Walker seems like he's actually catching Dustin German up there that's leading this race so far. And whether or not he's trying to take it easy on his tires a little bit, I'm not really sure, but I know the Blue Deuce is coming.
The Blue Deuce. Tristan Walker won at Daytona, had a rough week last week, but now back up front.
Poor old Katie Levitt setting back there between the 38 of Cole Day and that lap car, the number 3 right there. She is just waiting patiently, trying to find a way to get past of Cole Day right there.
As you see a car blinking out there, it looks like that's Isaiah Dupree in the back. The 93 right there, the mellow yellow. We saw him blinking out going down the backstretch. If that keeps happening, that might cause an issue, but right now it's cleared up as the 39 and the 91 go side by side for the 6th and the 7th position. Looks like Cody going to the inside, and it looks like the Carter there on the outside there. That's your battle for position. The 6th and 7th place right there is still going to have them side by side coming off turn 2. Now Chase Berry is going to look to the outside now of the 39. As it looks like 84 of Aspen Belvin was up into the wall there. He gathered it up, though. Looks like no harm, no foul, just a little scrape.
Meantime, setting back up front again, it's still Dustin German and Tristan Walker basically battling it out towards each other a little bit, and it's given an opportunity for Cole Day to start to reel these guys in a little bit.
And while these two battle it out, it still looks like they're making time on the 19 of Matt Henry, that guy who just got his lap back. Looks like they might be wheeling him in as Tristan Walker looks to the inside of the 6 off turn 4. No momentum, though, as you saw the 2 actually get loose there once he hit the transition on the front stretch.
That transition is tough, Roger. It will throw you, especially some of these guys. The Blue Deuce of Tristan Walker, he's got 47 laps on his tires right there. That thing's got to feel like an ice rink on there for him when he's going down below that white line. That transition is just throwing.
We got a battle right here. The 6 of Dustin German trying to put the 19 of Matt Henry a lap down as they went literally door-to-door, panel for panel, going into turn 3 there. German looking to the inside of Henry as they go into turn 1. Who's going to have it? It looks like the 6 is the faster car here on the long run over the 19. The 19 just trying to hang on for his life. He does not want to go another lap down or back a lap down. He wants to stay on the lead lap, but that's allowing the 2 of Walker and the 38 of Day. Now they're all nose to tail right there. Tristan's trying to figure out who's going to be the faster car to follow. Is it going to be the 6 or is it going to be the 19? The 19 goes high. That's going to leave the bottom open now. Walker all over the bottom there.
And what that did, Roger, that just brought Katie Haydett right into the picture right here into the mix of these things.
As you got 3 cars, well, you got 5 cars there. All 5 of them, you saw them work into turn 1, choosing a different lane. Got some good racing so far here at the front of the pack.
You can tell when those tires are starting to go a little bit, it pushes you all the way up to the top. And when it does that, it opens up that bottom a little bit. As you can see right there, Cole Day and Katie Haydett, they almost touched.
Cole Day, Katie Haydett battling it out for the 3rd position. It looks like Haydett's going to have it there on the inside. She's trying to follow the Blue Deuce of Tristan Walker past the number 19. Looks like they're all but 3 wide coming off turn 2. They get it sorted out, though. It looks like Cole Day kind of lifted for the 19, gave him a break. But then he pushes him all the way down the backstretch into turn 3.
Yeah, he's just basically a pinball out here right now, the 19 is. He needs to kind of back off just a little bit and let these guys get around him, or he's going to get pushed out of the way, I'm afraid, because Cole Day is a very aggressive driver. He's got patience, but after a while, his patience is going to run out.
Now the 38 of Cole Day looking to the inside, trying to push the 00 of Katie Haydett down the backstretch. They need to get around this 19 of Henry as fast as they can, as the leaders now are starting to pull away a little bit. Dustin German still out front. Tristan Walker hot on the heels. Looks like now they're possibly running down Tanner Thues. Tanner Thues got his lap back. Actually, he's still 1 lap back. He was 2 laps down. Got 1 lap back, now currently 1 lap down. Trying to stay only 1 lap down. Does not want to go another lap. Kelly Milam there coming off pit road. Not sure if that was a scheduled stop or not. That's going to put Kelly Milam 1 lap down. Now it's going to put Milam behind Thues as Thues got around him. So that's a battle for position.
Looks like Katie Haydett got past Matt Henry, and now Cole Day looks like he's just about ready to clear Matt on the inside line right there. And I'm pretty sure Katie just said, thanks a lot for holding me up. I'm checking out of here. My sights is on that number 2 position that's driven and held by Tristan Walker.
There you saw it, the pass there. The 38 finally got around the 19. The 19 was driving for his life, trying to get one of the laps back or both the laps back. Unfortunately, burning up the tires, allowing the leaders to get back around him. Dustin German so far still out front. Tristan Walker is going to be there in 2nd in the Blue Deuce. Katie Haydett, though, came to party in 3rd place. Cole Day up into the top 5. We saw him battling. Isaiah Dupree in the 93, 5th place. Chase Berry right there in the Lego machine. 6th, Cody Levitt back into the top 10. 7th place for him. Billy Bessler right there in your 8th position. Aspen Belvin back to 9th. And Brandon Peters rounds out your top 10.
Looks like, Roger, all these cats might be settling down just a little bit here.
Looks like Tristan Walker may got a little bit of the wall coming off turn 4. Let's see, maybe we can go back and catch a little bit of that. See Tristan Walker. Let's see, it didn't happen out of 4 that time by, as his car is clean in that picture. Let's see what happened as he was running up there with the 6. He chose the outside going into turn 1 and 2, held it to the outside, trying to follow the 6 line right in front of him, and it looks like he just got into the wall a little bit, went up on the wall. Katie Hayden went around him, Henry went around him, the lap car, the 38 of Cold Day also got around, and then Chase Berry. And now it looks like that 2 machines just kind of dropping like a rock, as now it's aerodynamically challenged.
Not to mention he's losing his tires. I mean,
oh, the 19's in the wall right there too. Now they're 3 wide coming off turn 4. Tristan Walker not in the favorable position, as that's 2 lap down cars he's battling with. Looks like the 19 chose to back out of it. That's a smart move by the 19. Now that's going to put the 39 of Levitt right on the back bumper of the 2.
I'm sure right now Tristan Walker is absolutely praying for a caution, because he's running on 57 laps on these tires right now, and I'm sure he's getting low on fuel. And if he doesn't get the caution, he is going to have to come in.
Out front, though, it's still the 6. As I lie, as Bobby, we got a battle for the lead. Katie Hayden looking to the inside. Who's going to lead the lap? Looks like Dustin German's still going to lead the lap there in the 6 machine, but Hayden to the inside of German going into turn 1. Coming out of turn 2, they're still side by side. Dustin German looks like he might have the momentum. He does. He clears Katie coming out of turn 2. She backs off, just ducks behind.
Yeah, she's a smart racer. She's going to sit back there and she's going to follow him, take a little bit of air off that back spoiler, get him a little loose maybe, and then she's going to make her move and try it again.
As you see now, the distance there between the 6 and the 00 of Katie Hayden, it looks like you could pretty much fit one of these car haulers in between. Katie just not having momentum off the bottom as she shoots to the bottom once again. Can she get to the white line? She just puts those left sides on the white line. Let's see, now she's narrowed. She's cut into that gap just a little bit. Tanner, who's still out front there as he's blinking in and out. Now it looks like he's coming to pit road to make a stop. So Tanner Thues is out of the way.
Katie just basically, she's got some really good momentum coming down. She's going way down her bottom on that white line to try to shave off a little bit of time here on these laps. And it looks like she's got a great run coming off that turn on the bottom.
There she is, back to the bottom through turn 1 and 2. Not going to have enough that time, but she's going to suck up right behind the 6 as they go down the backstretch, seeing if she can kind of mount another charge. Back to the bottom she goes into turn 3 and 4. It looks like she can get right to the back left quarter panel of the 6, but not enough momentum to clear, as now it looks like she might have a little more for him. Not quite enough. The 6 of Dustin German's still going to lead this lap.
And while you got that going on, you've got the 11 of Chase Berry and 38 of Cold Day. They're battling it out just as hard as the front 2 runners are right now for 3rd and 4th position.
But out front, Katie Hayden still looking to the inside, just not enough yet. It also looks like Cold Day is going to hold off the 11 of Berry back there for the 3rd position.
Katie hits down to that bottom again, gets a good run down on the bottom, but I'll tell you right now, Dustin German, for some reason why, that high side is really working good for him. He has great momentum coming out of those turns.
Katie can get into the corner just a little bit better than the 6 of German, as it looks like now she's going to nose ahead. It's going to be who can put the power down coming off the corner. The 6 coming with a head of steam. Hayden tried to throw the slider. Not enough room, backed off. That gave the 6 the lead once again. Now you got about a 4 or 5 car lengths lead there for the 6.
Now she's going to have to gather her thoughts up and get herself back in.
As it looks like they're both coming down pit road right now. 2 leaders down pit road. 38, Cold Day also down pit road. Cody Levitt also coming down pit road. Looks like your top 5 all coming down. Aspen Belvin's going to be taking over the lead here. Let's see if any of those leaders that just pitted are able to hit clean stops. Aspen Belvin working through turn 2 now. He's got a about, it looks like a 3-second lead over the 2nd place guy right now. It's going to be the 88 of Alex Daffin. Alex is battling with the 31 as they go down the backstretch. That's going to be Derek Conley on his outside going into turn 3. Looks like the 88 has it so far. 31 backing off. Looks like the 31 is going to come to pit road this time, along with the 88.
Looks like a good pit stop there by Katie Hayden. No problem at all. She did a good job. I mean, came in, looks like no penalties, back out.
Everybody seems to be coming down pit road right now. Looks like Katie Hayden in your 5th position is going to get off pit road just fine, up to speed. As I'm not sure what's going on there with the 14. The 14 looked to be pulling down off the track. Maybe he's coming to a pit stop. Just kind of pulling off the track real early. Derek Conley shown as your leader, but he's down pit road still. Looks like Isaiah Dupree right now is going to be your leader. Katie Hayden, though, is on her way back to the front. She's slotted in the second position as Isaiah has not pitted yet. There's Katie right behind the 83 or the 93, not too far behind.
They finally got a taste of green flag pit stops underneath her belt. And that's a good thing, because after a while, all the caution laps you have, you don't never have a green flag pit stop, and it's always a chance that you're going to screw up and you know, really hurt yourself. But so far, some of these guys and Katie did a great job.
So far, so good. That's the 34 machine right there. Francisco Pelletier battling to try and stay only 2 laps down, it says right now on our ticker, as he's battling, but it looks like he's probably going to lose that battle there with the 93 of Isaiah Dupree as, well, he fights back to the inside going through turn 1 and 2 again. Katie Hayden has cut into that gap. Now she is under a second to the 93 of Isaiah Dupree. When is she going to get there? It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when will she get there.
And then Dustin German in the number 6 in that third position right there. He had it down to 2 seconds, and apparently he must have gotten loose or something happened, because now he's almost 4 seconds behind on Katie.
Tristan Walker right there also still with that front end damage. He's in your 4th position right now. He's about 4 seconds behind. 3 seconds actually gap to the leader right now. 4 seconds back, though. That's going to be the 39 of Cody Levitt. He's rebounding very nicely in that 39 machine. Chase Berry lost a position on pit road. He's back to 6th. Cole Day lost a handful of positions. He came into the pits running 3rd, now 7th. He's battling with the 25 of Billy Bessler right there, who's in 8th. The 55 of David Weishart now in 9th. Great recovery for him as we saw him go for a spin down through the grass earlier. Your 10th position, that's going to be the 20 of Brandon Peters running right there right now. The 11th position is going to go to the 28 of James Mayer. James having a great run there in that DuPont car. Looks like a throwback to a Jeff Gordon paint scheme.
Yes, it does. One guy you've not heard hardly anything about, we've not really talked a whole lot about with at all today, is the 39 there of Cody Levitt. Very quiet tonight, Roger, but look at him. He's sitting right there in that 5th position, just knocking down some laps. No traffic, no trouble.
And we missed it while we were running through the field. The 00 of Katie Hayden now to the lead. Isaiah Dupree back to 2nd. So she got to the 93 a little bit quicker than we thought as we were running through the field. Now Katie Hayden has a half-second gap to the 2nd place of Isaiah Dupree and a 2.5-second gap back to the 3rd place of Dustin German.
It's obvious that fresh tires works really well for her driving style, because when she gets new rubber on that, she's gone. Watch her line, Roger, that she's running. I don't know if you can do an in-car camera shot there on her to put everybody in the seat with her. The line that she runs is totally different than just about anybody else's that's out here.
As we go on board for a couple laps here with the 00 of Katie Hayden. Staring out in front of her, that's going to be a couple lap down cars. That's going to be the 34 Francisco Pelletier. Tanner Thues also right there. Bobby, looks like we might got a yellow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened right there.
Could possibly be the 31 of Derek Conley be involved in this. As we're getting a false reading on Derek Conley, it says that he has blinked out off the track.
And that's the only thing that I'm seeing right now, too.
As every time we go to click on him and bring you the replay, it blanks out for the 31 of Conley.
And that's just one of the things that you're just going to have to deal with, and you're going to have a problem. It could be either an iRacing's in, or just the fact that you've got 43 drivers in this race right here.
As iRacing, as all we can see is the 91 of Craigton Carter involved also with this. Let's see if we can go back just a little bit as we see it right there at the tail end of it. As every time we go to hit the replay button, we get the, as you see the 91 just down there on the inside already. She's not going to allow us to show it.
And I'm sure that's one thing Katie did not want to see happen right now was a caution. Starting to get in the groove, if you will, hit her marks, and she's starting to kind of check out a little bit. It's a little smooth sailing for a while here. We only got 46 laps to go in this race, Roger.
As we got a couple new guys out to the front. We got Aspen Belvin now up front. Alex Green second. Forrest Sparks in third. Katie Hayden back to the third position. We saw Aspen Belvin into the wall a little while ago, but his car looks fairly clean. Looks like the 90 there is going to stay out, try and get a lap back here in front of the leader.
Roger, I have to go ahead and say this, but I'm pretty sure that Katie hated seeing that caution come out.
Great pun, Bobby.
Thank you. I don't get to do that very often.
Bobby, maybe your clicker can tell us this. Did Aspen Belvin come down pit road that time?
I do believe so.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in with the man. Aspen Belvin, it's Roger and Bobby in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, how's it going?
Aspen, we see you out front here in that 84 car. What's your strategy plan here? Our ticker is a little broke. Did you come down pit road that time?
I did not come down pit road. I've only been out for about 8 laps, maybe, on my tires. So I figured I could stay out a little bit. I've been pretty conservative so far running this high line. Just trying to save fuel, save tires.
Well, Aspen, that car looks to be pretty good. We saw you get into the wall. Is there any damage left on that 84? Were you able to use a quick repair, or are you good to go?
Oh, I had no damage at all. I just brushed it, put a little Kyle Larson on it.
Well, maybe that 84 now has something up its sleeve, as now he's going to bury Katie Hayden back into the 4th position behind Alex and Forrest. Well, Alex, congratulations on your Super Speedway Championship. Also, we didn't get a word in with you before the race, but we did hear that, and we did see that over here on MaxSpeedTV with your championship.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
All right, well, we're going to let you get back to your teammates and talk some strategy there. Good luck the rest of the way. Hope to see that 84 at the end.
Hey, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
As you heard it from the man right there, he's out there on about 8 to 10 laps. He's not going to give us the exact, but Bobby, I think we know how long he's been out there. Probably 11 laps.
I'm showing 12 this time by.
Well, there you have it. Bobby the man is on it.
The question is, Roger, once again, you know as well as I do that this lap traffic, especially Matt Henry, I don't care if he's 1 lap or 50 laps down, he runs like he's going for the win on every single lap. He is really going to be a hard guy to get around, and I think that's got to probably bundle up some of these guys. Alex Green, Forrest Sparks, and Katie Hayden right there in the 4th position. I think you're going to see a pretty good battle right here going on with only 43 laps to go.
As right now, I'm not sure what's going on, Bobby, but it looks like the 34 of Francisco Pelletier is on the outside behind Forrest Sparks. I'm not sure if that's a scheduled position or what's going on, but he's lined up there 4th on the outside lane. But let's see if that 19 of Henry or if the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst can get away from the leaders and get a lap back. But Aspen Belvin's going to be your control car here on the outside. Green flag is out. We're racing once again from Las Vegas. Matt Henry looks a little slow there.
I think the 19 of Matt Henry missed the
shift. Ryan Beach looks to be going around. Caution back out on the speedway once again. That looked like just a restart gone wrong.
That's exactly what it was. I can't express to everybody how important it is to be able to go through your gears and do it smoothly. Because if you just spin your tires one time, you rev up your RPMs too high, that RPM has to drop down far enough so that gear can catch and you can take off again. By then, you just bundled up half the people behind you, and more than likely, you got yourself into a wreck.
It looks like he was on the loud pedal. It looks like a little checkup then. Got a little bump from the number 9 as that just sent him around. That's from the bumper of Spalding there in the 9. You see everybody just work around the 69, then he backs off the track. Unfortunate caution there, as that wasn't a battle for position. But no harm, no foul to the 69, just a little bit of rear end damage, so he'll be all right. He's back out on track. He'll be good to go. As he's having a little bit of connection issues. It looks like Alex Green's looking to come down pit road in that 15. Forrest Sparks in the 7. He's also going to come down pit road now. That's going to leave Aspen Belvin, though, still out front there. But now that's going to put Katie Hayden closer.
I got to be honest. If there's one thing, me personally, I would not want to see, is I would not want to see that girl closer and closer to me in my rearview mirror.
Bobby, maybe you can tell me on your timing and scoring. Oh, there we go. Now it refreshed that time around. It showed Katie Hayden a little bit farther down the lineup than what she was slotted there on screen, but now she's back into the second position. Your top 5 as they run. Aspen Belvin, Katie Hayden, Isaiah Dupree, Tristan Walker, Cody Levitt, now into your top 5.
And it looks like all 5 of these cars up here seem to be in some pretty darn good shape.
As I'm looking out in chat right now for the number 2 of Tristan Walker, but I'm not seeing Walker out there in chat, so we can't pull him, unfortunately. Ah, there he is. I lied to you. Let's see if we can get a word in with the number 2 car of Tristan Walker. Tristan Walker, you got a copy? It's Roger and Bobby up in the booth.
Yes, sir, I do.
Tristan, we saw you battling up front quite a bit here. Now you're slotted in the 4th position, but a little damage on that Blue Deuce. Is that affecting the car?
I don't think so. I scraped the wall initially coming out of 2, and then I didn't want to run into Katie, so I kind of climbed the wall there. But I think it's okay.
As we see a little bit of damage still on that right front of the Blue Deuce. What's your strategy going forward, if you want to share it with us or not? I know, Katie probably is listening out there in chat, so you don't want to give too much away.
All I know right now, it's a one-stop race. Whether the stops are at 100 or 110, we'll see.
We'll see. Has the car been freeing up for you as these laps have gone on, putting rubber down into the track at all, or is it pretty green yet?
On the bottom, it's real good through the first 5 laps, but as the run progresses, the cars like to move up higher. I'm usually around the wall on the 5th lap.
Well, you got a little bit older tires. I shouldn't say a little bit older tires, as actually you didn't even get to turn 1, I believe, before that yellow came out, so no green flag laps on your tires right now, but it's showing 7 laps.
Yep.
Well, hey, good luck the rest of the way. You're in 4th right now. Try and bring that Blue Deuce home cleanly. Well, as clean as you can from this point.
Yep, I still got a fast repair in the bank if I need it, but we'll see if we can get this race on the green.
Absolutely. Hey, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You heard it from the man himself, Bobby.
That's a smart thing that he's doing right there, Roger. He knows there's over 40 laps to go yet in this race. He can run as fast as he is with what damage he has. He's just going to keep that fast repair basically for a need basis only.
40 laps to go here at Vegas. The laps are winding down. We had some pretty long green flag runs already here tonight. Beginning of the race was a little rough, but they worked it out. Got some great laps in.
Oh, I'm pretty sure here before this is over with that the rough seas is going to come back out on these guys.
That's something that these guys don't want to hear from you, Bobby.
I know they don't, but I also know these guys, they are driven. They love to fight it out on the track. Everybody is basically, they forgot about the brakes. They just had the loud pedal, as you would call it. These guys are really going to start battling this out as these laps tick down right here.
As we're working the backstretch, there's your top 5. Aspen Belvin, Katie Hayden, Isaiah Dupree, Tristan Walker, Cody Levitt, David Weishart in your 6th position, Cole Day 7th, Brandon Peters 8th, Billy Bessler 9th, Alex Staffen 10th, James Meyer 11th, David Gainforth 12th, Kelly Milam 13th, Garrett Grant slotted back into the 14th position, and Derek Conley is going to round out your top 15. Dustin German, who was your leader a little while ago, now back into the 16th position. Take us to Groove.
And like I said earlier, you got to worry about this lap traffic up here for these leaders. I mean, it is a big deal right now. Pace car is off. We're going to see what Aspen Bevins is actually going to do. Is he going to get a good jump? He's got a pretty good jump out there, but so does that lap traffic as they're making it 3 wide as the number 9, which is a lap down, brings it 3 wide. They touch.
Oh, no.
It gets bumped.
Oh, no.
He's going sideways. Mayhem
Christian Walker, the 39, 11th. Brian Beach involved. The 55 also involved.
This is all caused by lap traffic down here trying to pass each other. And I can assure you there is going to be probably somebody called into the old NASCAR trailer on that deal.
Let's see on this restart. You see him bunching up. It looks like the 90 had a little bit of wheel spin there on the inside. That allowed the 9 of Spalding to go to the inside. That forced it 3 wide going down into the corner. Looks like the 90 kind of got up into Hayden, came back down into the 9 of Spalding and went around. Thus is involved, and that just took a bunch of cars with it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, me personally, Roger, that's just kind of uncalled for. I mean, poor old Katie was fighting like crazy up there in the 2nd place, and you had these lap cars that, you know, they're trying to get their laps back. I understand that, but making it go 3 wide like that, I mean, you got to have some give and take out here a little bit.
As we watch it once again, you see the 90 go up into Hayden, back down into the 9, and then around goes the 00. The 2's involved again. The 38 of Cole Day also involved. 25 of Billy Bessler. He kind of scoots through there.
It just wrecked up a whole bunch of good cars right there, Roger.
A lot of good cars got involved in that wreck. Now out front, that's going to be the 93 of Isaiah Dupree. Is going to be your leader now. Cole Day slotted in that 2nd position. The 88 of Alex Staffen involved, or back into the 3rd position. Billy Bessler now 4th. James Meyer in 5th. That took out a bunch of good cars. Saw Tristan Walker involved. Kelly Milam was involved. Cody Levitt involved. Alex Green, I think, just got stopped right before getting involved in that. But the main one who was up there, Katie Hayden, involved. The number 90 of Aaron Tolhurst was involved. Brian Beach was involved. David Hunt. A bunch of good cars wrecked here at Vegas. Tanner Thus involved. Joshua Spalding involved.
Only 36 laps to go. A lot of these guys fought up top. They stayed up front, hitting their marks, doing a good job, trying to stay out of trouble. Once again, it's racing, you know. I mean, the lap traffic, it's the way it is for this rule package that they've got here, this throwback. And that's something that NASCAR always had to deal with back in the day, too. So it's not fun for nobody. Nobody likes it. But, again, you have to deal with lap traffic. Sometimes it'll bite you, sometimes it don't.
Let's see if we can get a word in with Kelly Milam, as we saw him out there kind of sneaking through that. Kelly Milam, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Kelly, what was your point of view there on that incident?
Man, all I seen was the guy in front of me checked up really hard and wasn't much I could do.
That 18 machine looks pretty tore up. I'm not sure. You got a quick repair left for that 18 Interstate battery car?
No, I smacked the wall earlier. My fault on that one, and had to use it on that. But you know, I'd work back up in the top 15. I thought I was going to have a good finish, but doesn't look like tonight.
Yeah, that 18 car pretty tore up. It looks like you're slotted in the 24th position as you're down on pit road right now trying to get repairs. Is your day pretty much done? Are you going to be fighting to stay on the lead lap at this point?
Oh, yeah. I'll be fighting to definitely stay on the lead lap, but probably won't, you know. Just ain't going to be able to.
So it's going to be a tough day for Kelly Milam as he came in inside the top 10 tonight looking for a good points night. Unfortunately, right now, not looking like it's going to be. Well, Bobby, laps are winding down. 34 to go here. Isaiah Dupree is going to be our leader.
Yeah, hopefully they can... I knew it was going to get a little ugly here towards the end, but I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. So maybe they'll kind of calm down just a little bit more here and get spread out a little bit. We won't ever have to see that.
Right now, it looks like the 9 of Spalding, who was involved in that accident, he's going to start on the outside on the tail of the lead lap, along with the 1 of Joe Maglo. He's also, that's the 25th and the 26th position guy. And then it's going to be the 93 of Isaiah Dupree, Cole Day, Alex Daffin, and Bill Bessler, all on the outside. We haven't seen much of the 88 of Alex up front. Now he's up here, slotted into the 3rd position, so he's having a great run. He got through that accident unscathed. A lot of these guys that were running about the 15th position back are now up here inside the top 5. And a lot of the guys that were a little bit farther back, actually the guy who benefited from that's going to be the 6 of Dustin German, is now he's back into the top 10.
Yeah, you got your 2nd place Cole Day all the way down to your 5th place right there. They're all on the exact same amount of laps on their tires, so it all should be a pretty good even type race here. The only thing we got to worry about, once again, I've been saying it all night long, is lap traffic as we go green.
As we're just about to go green, pace cars off. Now we're waiting on the green flag. Green flag is out. We're back racing here once again from Las Vegas with the OP 2001 Throwback Series. That car that's out front, the number 9, that is a guy who's trying to fight to stay on the lead lap. The 3rd place guy on track is going to be your leader. That's the 93 of Isaiah Dupree. We know the 9 is quick. We know the 1 is quick. Those guys are fighting to stay on the lead lap. The 14 right behind him, or right behind the leader there, he's trying, that's Tim Trowbridge, he's trying to get a lap back, but it looks like the 38 is going to make quick work of him, as now the 93 is trying to get around these guys, are battling it out to stay on the lead lap, so they got right to fight.
And right now you're seeing that 88 of Alec Daffin and Cole Day battling it out right there for position. I mean, they're battling out. They're kind of dooring each other a little bit there, running them down real low to the white line. Now they're side by side going down the backstretch.
We heard somebody into the wall, into the back, but I don't know who it was. I didn't see it, but so far we're staying green here as this is the battle for 2nd. Looks like Cole Day is going to be able to hold him as it at bay right now, but the 88 jumps to the inside at the line. The 38 of Cole Day still has the 2nd position, but Alec wants the position. Going into turn 1, it looks like the 38 is going to have a little momentum on the outside.
But he's not giving up. He's staying right back in, tucked in right in behind Cole right there. He's just going to try to run him down a little bit, get his thoughts back, gather things up a little bit, and he'll make another move at it again.
There's 2 by 2 all over the track right now. Tanner Thus, who's a lap down, the 19, battling it out right back here. Also a lap down. Bunch of lap cars in the mix right here. 69 right now, of Brian Beach is a lap down. Right there, 3 guys battling it out. Brian Beach, Matt Henry, and Aaron Tolhurst. All lap down guys trying to stay up here.
And the way it looks, it kind of looks like Cole Day and Alec Daffin is actually catching Isaiah Dupree now.
Isaiah Dupree having a hard time getting around Spalding there. Ooh, it looks like the 38 is now up into the wall. It looked like the 9 got loose coming into the... Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yellow out now. That was not a smart move there by the 38 of Cole Day to come down into traffic. That's going to gather a couple guys up.
Yeah, he tried his best to get a move up there on that number 9 there, that lap traffic, and when he did, he just barely touched him, and he just sent himself right up into the wall, come back down, and gathered up a few more characters out here on the track.
19 was involved with Henry, as you see him spinning down around the track. The 42 of Venezuela and the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst involved, and then the 10 comes through. Grant, he's involved. Forrest Sparks also involved. He's sideways on the backstretch and turned around. Let's see if we can go on board here with the 38 and see what he saw coming into the corner. You see him coming up on the 9 car of Spalding. Spalding just looked to maybe come a little high. Cole expected him to go low, but then Cole came right off the wall, right through the middle of the track, and that involved a couple guys behind him.
Yeah, that the 69 right there, I don't know if he was able to realize, Brian Beach, I don't know if he was able to realize that the 38 was actually coming off that wall and slowing down on him. He just came right in full force and just slammed him.
Looks like the 39 of Levitt also involved. Another wreck that's going to take out a bunch of cars here. Looks like these guys are having a race off pit road. Looks like the 93 of Isaiah Dupree is going to hold be the first one off pit road, but Aspen Belvin's out there. It looks like Jeff Bergner stayed out, Tristan Walker.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys out here that just, yeah, this wreck here just ended their night. 27 laps to go, Roger. Seen a lot of tore up race cars tonight, haven't we?
Something we thought was going to be a pretty simple race here at Las Vegas. It was a little different than what we saw previously from Rockingham. This is a lot wider, a lot smoother track. Unfortunately, having a little rough go of it.
Not sure if some of these cats are driving with blinders on, or you just aren't able to see around. I mean, this track's so wide, you could be 3 wide, be stuck in the middle, and not even realize it.
Absolutely. Well, your top 5 right now, the 28 of James Meyer, 11 of Chase Berry, Aspen Belvin in the 3rd position, Jeff Bergner in the 27 and 4th, Tristan Walker is going to be your 5th place car. Well, we're going to step away under this caution. We're going to be right back with you to take you to the end.
Yellow flag is out. Pit road is now open. Keep your eye on those gauges. We'll give you 4 tyres. 3, 2, 1, now. We're done. Get going.
Alright, welcome back. Got a handful of laps left here from Las Vegas with the OP boys. James Mayer finds himself out front after a spin through the grass early on. Chase Berry right there in 2nd in the 11 machine. Aspen Belvin in 3rd. Jeff Bergner 4th. Tristan Walker, your top 5.
I'll tell you what, Roger. The 00 of Katie Haydick, she's sitting in the 11th position right now. With 25 laps to go. And she's on a mission. She's not a happy camper right now. That might sound like a sweet girl name or whatever running in that car right now, but she is a little ticked off from being caught up into that last accident that we had here. I believe that she's going to be coming to the front with vengeance.
Well, let's see if that 00 can work their way through the field as the laps are winding down. Only about 24 laps here left from Las Vegas. It looks like the dreaded Mustang's about to make the left. It makes the left now, waiting on the flagman for James to get back on the throttle there in the 28. The green flag flies once again from Las Vegas.
And once again, those pesky lap traffic, if you want to call it, for these leaders right here. They're giving them fits once again. As you can see, the 69 jumping out in front of the 28 of James Mayer, who is the leader of this race so far.
The 69 of Brian Beach, that's the 26th position car. He has now got one lap back, trying to hold off the 28 as they work into turn 3. He's trying to stay ahead, hoping for a quick caution. But that 28 of James, he wants to see the green flag run because now he's got a couple lap cars in. Oh no, we got another crash. Tanner Thues involved. The 93 of Isaiah Dupree is involved. That's going to wrap up, it looks like, the 2. And here comes the 39, nowhere to go. Up and over goes the 23.
This is beginning to be a nightmare for some of these guys.
As we go back on the replay here, we zoom in here on the 93 of Isaiah Dupree. You see that mellow yellow car, not the first one, the one on the outside behind the 2 of Tristan Walker. Let's see what happens here, as it looks like this is turn 3. The 93 goes to the inside. There's the 23 of Tanner Thues. We know all 3 of them are wrapped up and involved. What happens, it looks like the 23 just goes high, comes into the 93. That gathers the 2. And then a couple of these guys that are racing it out behind. The 39 comes sliding in, all locked up, nowhere to go for him. 39-11 having a rough day out there. Let's rewind it again. We're going to watch it come off turn 4 here again as they go 3 wide. There goes the 93 up the middle there on the 23. As that's not going to be the angle to use, but there it is. You see them all gather in together. And the 39 nowhere to go as he was stuck on the outside. Just piles right into the pack.
Somebody who came out unscathed of all that mess right there was Katie Hayden. Drove around a couple of those spinning cars and stuff, and she was able to avoid being caught up into that big wreck. And I know she's used her fast repair, but I'm pretty sure she is just absolutely ecstatic that she made it through all that mess.
Katie Hayden now shown in the 8th position. She got around all that, so she's doing just fine. There's your top 5 as they run. Mayer still out front. Barry, Bergner, Belvin, and Graff now your top 5.
Again, Roger, something about this, what they're racing right now, this type of league, which is your throwback league. As the rules say, anything under 10 laps to go, single file restart with no lap traffic starting on the inside. And that's something that some of these cats need to think about up here, because we got to have 20 to go coming up to the line here. That's going to play a big factor into this. You definitely want to be up there anywhere in the top 3 or 4, because you're going to have a good chance to pull this win off, because you do not have to worry about your lap traffic.
Couple people out in chat give you some responses. We haven't been watching too much of chat. Yeah, we know these, we say it's a Cup Series, but it is the older Cup Series. It's a 2001 throwback. These are the cars that are now the K&N cars that NASCAR used to run back in the early 2000s, sorry. Now, yes, it would be a Camaro if it is the new style, but it's not. These are the Monte Carlo SS. You see a couple Dodges and Pontiacs also out here with a couple Ford front ends. And Isaiah, yep, sorry to see your day end the way it did, sir. Unfortunate circumstances right there. I didn't see you out in chat, so we weren't able to speak with you. If you're out there, maybe you can pop up and we can get a word in with you. It looks like we got one to go this time, Bobby.
One to go is correct. And again, out there the 28, James Mayer still leading this thing. Jeff Bergner in the 27, they're sitting in second. Third, 11 of Chase Berry. Fourth, Aspen Bevan. Fifth, Tyler Graff. Number 6, the 88, Alec Daffin. 7th, Dustin German. 8th, there's a 00 of Katie Hayden again. Watch on her. She is going to be charging. The 9th, you've got David Weishart. And 10th position is that number 15 of Alex Green.
Bobby, how many laps did your caution ticker say today?
Mine's saying right now 5 laps at 38, but it's been stuck on that for a while, so I'm pretty sure it's been more than that.
5 laps at 38 does not sound quite right to me, so we're going to go with it. We know it's wrong.
Sounds better, doesn't it?
We know it's wrong, but looks like these guys are getting bunched up here for the restart. We should be going green this time by as we just wait for the Mustang to pull off the track here once again. We're going to get back going.
James Mayer, it is very important that he gets through his gears smoothly, but yet he's able to get up and he's able to pass that 19 right there.
As the green flag is out, we're back racing here. Let's see if the 27 has anything for that 28 of James Mayer. Jeff Bergner got a great start there, but it looks like he lifted just a little bit. That's going to allow the 11 now to get to his outside. It looks like they're just about to go 3 wide again here on the restart.
And 11 of Chase Berry is actually, he's blinking out now like crazy. I don't know if he is on your screen, but he's actually was running a little bit quicker than the 27 of Jeff Berringer, but he had nowhere to go.
As the 11 of Chase Berry, the Lego machine there on the outside, he was blinking in and out for us. That allowed Jeff Bergner to retain that position. But now it looks like the 28, James Mayer, has a lap car in between him and the second place car, so that's going to help him. As you see, Chase Berry once again blinking in and out pretty frantically there coming through the corner. Looks like Aspen Belvin has a little bit of damage, but now you see it looks like the 11 is going to go to the inside on the 27, but that's not going to work. Now Danny Valenzuela, who is a lap car, is coming to play. It looks like he has a brand new car, the 42.
James Mayer was really hoping that he could keep Matt Henry behind him, being lapped down just for a little bit of a cushion, but Matt Henry says, nah, I don't want no part of it. I want my lap back, and that's exactly what he was trying to do. So what that did, that just brought the 27 of Jeff Berringer in a little bit closer to your leader.
Jeff has 6 lap newer tires than the 28 of James Mayer out front. Let's see if those 6 lap newer tires are going to work for the 27.
27 darts down to the bottom to try to make it a little bit of a shorter run to get a good momentum off. Dives it down and low. He does have momentum, but again, something about that top line, you really can get some momentum coming out of that turn. And the 27 of Jeff Berringer cannot complete that pass.
Jeff Berringer not able to complete the pass, but now he's going to go back to the bottom as we see once again. Can he keep the momentum up as he has the newer tires? Not going to be able to off the corner, but coming through the trioval, he ducks below the white line, trying to make it a shorter distance. Can he get to the inside now of that 28 machine? He's right there. Now they're door to door. Not side by side per se, but one on the top, one on the bottom. Who's going to have the grip off the corner? 15 to go, Bobby.
James is doing a really good job running that high line right there. And to be honest with you, Jeff in the 27, he's got 41 laps on them tires, and James has only got 32.
Well, as those two battle it out, that's going to allow the guys with newer tires. The 88 of Alex Daffin, he has newer tires. The 6 of Dustin German. Katie Hayden right there, all 3 of them. New tires as the 27 sideways off the front bumper of the 88.
And all that did right there is just brought Dustin German up into the show.
Oh no, there's one up into the wall.
No caution yet by iRacing whatsoever. We're still green flag racing.
That was the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst. We saw him up into the wall. We see more smoke, though, coming onto the front stretch here. We don't have a car number for it. One off into the grass.
While that's going on, Dustin German is all over the butt of James Mayer up here. 1 and 2, battling it out like crazy. Dustin's trying his heart out to try to get up to that front position right there. 12 to go this time by.
12 to go when we get to the line, the 28, trying to hold off the new tires of the 6 and the 88. The 88 goes to the inside. The 88's going to come off the corner. He's going to have the lead at the line. Alex Daffin to the point.
Don't know where he came, but he came out like a rocket, buddy.
It looked like the 28 just got a little loose through the middle of the corner. That slid up in front of the 6. It slowed the 6 down. The 88 said, thank you very much. I'll take the lead. I got the newer tires. I'm going to run away. Now can the 6 of Dustin German get around the 28 of James Mayer?
Alec Daffin is just praying that James Mayer, Dustin German, and now Katie Hayden getting into the mix. He's just praying that these cats will fight it out and go 2 wide and 3 wide and block each other, because he's checking out right now, and he's only got 11 to go.
Right behind them, we saw somebody riding the wall. It looked like the 9 of Spalding, who was in the 13th position. He was up into the wall. He's back on the lead lap, but all is well, still green. 11 laps to go as they work down the backstretch. The 88 now has the lead, but has not been able to pull away from the 28.
Dustin German gets just a little bit tight going into that turn. He loses his momentum a little bit on the 28 of James Mayer. I don't know if that's going to bring in Katie any closer to him.
Now Katie Hayden getting around the 55, the lap car. That's going to put her clear sailing now to try and run down these top 3. We know she's quick. We know the 6 of German is quick. But now, what are they going to do with the 88 and the 28? The 28 on the older tires. The 88 has the lead, though. 10 to go, 9 to go this time at the line. Looks like the 55 is holding Katie at bay here, not allowing her to get quite away from the 55. As that car is all tore up, the lap down car. But he's able to hold serve there.
We've got 10 to go right now, and it looks like Alec Daffin is just checking out right now. He's loving the fact that your second, third place guys are out here are battling out side by side.
That's right, the battles for the second position as German's now to the outside. It looks like he's going to have the momentum. He got around the 28. Now he sets his sights on the 88. Who's going to win it? 8 to go this time at the line. The 6 running the high line, taking the momentum. We saw him up front, leading quite a bit early on in this. Kind of fell to the back on a pit cycle. Now back to second with a caution flag out once again here in the late going.
And that is exactly one thing that Alec Daffin did not want to see, was a caution.
It looks like the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst a little slow. Let's see if we can go back and find what happened to him. As we've been having some little problems here trying to find these wrecks and bringing it to you. It looks like this might be another one. As it looks like the 90 is having connection issues as you see him going down into the corner and then just disappear on us once again. 90 has disappeared off screen. We see his momentum still going, but off screen. And then you see him slow on the backstretch. Not sure what happened there.
We are definitely going to be able to go back to green flag racing right here, Roger. That's one good thing about this. And another good thing, it's going to be a single file restart. We don't have to worry about any lap traffic. So basically any one of these top 5, top 6 cats is going to have a chance to win this race.
As we are under 10 to go, so that is going to allow the lap cars, they must yield, they must drop to the back, so that's going to let the 88, the 6, the 28, the 55, and the 00 of Katie Hayden, your top 5 as they stand, battle it out here for the win. But here's the monkey wrench, Bobby. We're going back racing. But the question is, for how long? If another yellow comes out here tonight, game over.
Game over if another yellow comes out. You're absolutely correct. But if you take a look over here at your top 5 racers out here, Alec Daffin, or Daffin, however you want to pronounce his name, 21 laps on his tires. Dustin German, 21 laps. You come to the third place of 28 of James Mayer, he's setting on 40 lap tires. What does that tell me? That tells me that he better be awful smooth going through those gears, because he will spin his tires, and if he does, it's over. He has no chance.
if that 28 of Myers spins the tires in front of the 00 of Hate It, that's going to take her probably out of contention. She has the newer tires, but has to get around the 28, and she has to do it quick here on this restart. If she does not get around that 28, it's going to be a 2-car shootout between the 88 and the 6. Yeah, boy, Scooby out in chat. The caution counter has broke once again here on a Friday night.
The OP guys have a tendency to break caution counters big time. We might have to send them a bill for this one, Roger.
Ah, these guys are good. It's good racing. We had a rough start out here today, Scooby. In the middle of this race, though, we had some excellent long green flag runs. Unfortunately, here towards the end of this race, we've been buried back to the grind of the yellow flag. But the laps are winding down here. Who's going to come out with it tonight? Working lap 28 right now out of the 134 scheduled for this evening from Las Vegas. Right now, the 28 of James Mayer is gambling that his 41-lap old tires are better than the 20-lap old tires there of the leaders and everybody around him.
I don't know, but if I was Katie Hate It, I would definitely be watching ahead of me, making darn well sure that she does not get caught up or rear-end him, James Mayer, that 28 car in front of her, if he does happen to spin his tires. Roger, you know, it's so easy to spin your tires on these things when you've wore them down.
As it looks like we're going to get the one to go here, Bobby. So we're going to go back racing with a handful of laps to go here from Las Vegas. Looks like 5 to go, 4 to go once we take the green flag. Once we take the green flag, the next flag will end the race. Will that little bit of damage on the back of the 88 come into play here while he's trying to get away from the 6 of German? Will the tires on the 28 hold? Will the 00 be able to clear the 28 and come play with the top 3? Or will the 55? Bunch of damage on that 55 of David Weishart, but it still seems to be fast. We saw him holding Katie side by side.
It could be any one of these cats' race to win right here.
Well, we got one guy out in chat pulling for the 00 of Katie Hate It. Will she be able to do it? That's going to be the question. We saw her dominate the practice charts all week. Now it's time to cash in those chips, Bobby, and see who's got it. We're waiting on this pace car to get off the track for the last time here tonight. Hopefully, we're waiting on the 88 of Alex Staffen to be on the loud pedal. The 6 is all over the bumper of the 88. He was trying to time it. Didn't time it all that great as everybody's spinning the tires. Oh, the 6 spins his tires. The 6 is now up into the wall. The 00 of Katie Hate It. Looks like everybody in the top 5 is involved. Oh, boy. This is not what you want to see. Alex Green involved. Katie Hate It. Derek Conley. The 6 of German. Everybody's just still driving through. That's not how you want to end a race, Bobby.
I never in a million years.
How you want to end it.
I never in a million years, Roger, would have thought that the number 6 of Dustin German would have a spinning going through the gear issue. I did not think it would happen.
As we go from above the 6 car, the 2nd car in line, you see him spinning all over the back of the 88. He spins his tires sideways up into the 28, the 00, the 55, the 84, the 11, the 27. Oh, boy, it takes out everybody but Alex Staffen. Alex Green involved. Let's see if we can go back. Let's ride on board here. Let's just pick the 6. Oh, who do we pick here? This is Chase Berry, who was back in the field just a little bit. Let's see what his onboard camera looks like, as he was back probably about the 10th position. Green flag's out. You see him. He's away. All and good with him. But then you see everybody, all heck breaking loose out in front of him. Hate It up and over him into the back. And then him getting tagged, and around he goes. And just a pinball from there.
I truly thought that that the number 6 right there was going to be able to stay right with him. Your leader there, Alec Daffin. I thought he's going to definitely have a good run for his money because he runs really well on longer runs, but he just wasn't able to get through the gears, run his tires, and all hell broke loose.
Let's go on board here with the 101 of Gainforth. He was back in about the 15th position. He saw it happen. He jumped to the inside. You see him avoid the first half of it. He slows down. It looks like he's going to be good, and then he gets tagged from behind, and around he goes, and it was on from there. You see all the mayhem happening behind him. There's so many cars, Bobby. We could pick angles for days on this one.
Oh, definitely. I'll say one thing. The wrecks have not been boring here tonight.
Looks like you see the 88 spin the tires, the 6 spin his tires, around it goes, and it's on from there. Watch them all come into the screen. They just keep coming for days.
Yeah, kind of. To be honest with you, you know, I set corrected on this, Roger. I think the 88 spun his tires, and then that turned right around and put the 6 into him, and then he basically got loose, spun his tires, and it just kind of trickled down from there.
Well, Bobby, this race is going to end under caution. Not the way we want to see things end, not the way these guys want to see things end, but it's the way it's going to be. Alex Daffin's going to take home the win here tonight. Aspen Belvin coming back for a second place finish. Francisco Pelletier are going to end up in third.
Tell you what, that was a lot. That was mayhem again for about the 3rd or 4th time in this particular race. It's taken everybody out.
I'm not sure if there's a single driver out there this evening that has a quick repair left.
That's a safe bet. I would say no.
Bobby, here's a guy that I'm looking at right now, the 18 of Kelly Milam. We saw him on his lid. We saw him tore up. We talked to him earlier. He was he was going to fight to stay on the lead lap with that tore up 18. He's going to bring that car home for a 6th place finish.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty happy about that right there. A lot of tore up race cars.
A lot of tore up cars here tonight at Vegas. Well, we're going to step away. We're going to go silent for a moment. As you see, finally that pops up for Kelly Milam now. Going to bring that car home in the 6th position. We're step away. We're going to see who we can get to talk to here, and then we'll be right back for your post-race. All right, welcome back. It looks like we have a couple guys here for your finishing order. Bobby, I think you caught up with our third place finisher.
Yes, I believe I have. How about you, number 34? Francisco, you out there? Frenchie.
Yeah, I'm out here. Thanks, guys, for having it. What a great race. Had a great time. Started way back in the field and worked my way through. Was lapped down for quite a while, but, it was an exciting race, and for this amount of field, it turned out pretty good.
Kind of seemed like most of your race you was kind of defensive driving, more or less, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're new to the league, it's been a while since I've run with Alex and the gang, so I had an opportunity, and I enjoyed it. Get to learn about how everybody drives around you, and I stayed out of trouble as much as I could, and it was a great time.
Yeah, you absolutely stayed out of trouble for sure. Hey, a third-place finish with all the mayhem that was going on here. I mean, there were guys spinning their tires on restarts. These tires go away pretty quickly. You lose your traction quite a bit. And when you get these wrecks, you got to start dodging and, like I said, being very defensive in order to work your way through so you don't get in any more trouble. Did you have to use your fast repair early during the race? Or was you able to maintain and save it towards the end?
No, I had to use it early, unfortunately. I think it was the second caution that we had. There was a individual just see where it was a lap car, and I was running 12th at the time, and unfortunately was taken out. But that's what this is all about. And then thank God I did have the repair, and then after that I just kind of took care of my equipment for the rest of the run and stayed out of trouble, like you said. And one thing I do well is manage tires, so fortunately it worked out for me today.
Hey, congratulations on that third-place finish. You got to be kind of proud of that with everything that's been going on in this race today. So, again, congratulations. Is there anybody out there that you'd like to thank? Anybody that you can think of?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the goldcube.com. It's my company that I work with, and we're the first automated buying gold machine in the world. So we're really happy about our product, and we're looking forward to the future. And thanks to them for the sponsor of my car.
We're looking forward to seeing you again next week with these guys, and hopefully we can see you out front. Again, congratulations on that third-place finish, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, sir.
There you heard it from your third-place guy, Francisco being a new guy. But, hey, I caught up with the second-place guy. This guy, no slouch to leading laps or winning or being in the running at the end. Aspen Belvin, how did you do it tonight?
Man, just managing tires, managing fuel, just working my way through the field and looking out for those major incidents, man. It was crazy tonight.
Crazy is one word to describe it. Tell us about that finish. How did you at least get through the carnage that you saw there on the restart? Did you tire spin along with them? I mean, you were probably, maybe the 8th position there on that last restart?
Yeah, I was sitting back in about 6th place on the restart, and I knew a bunch of the cars in front of me were on old tires. You can look back at the replay and see a bunch of them were beat up. I knew they were going to be slower, and I knew I had to get to the bottom as soon as I passed that line. And sure enough, the second I passed the finish line, I saw the 6 go down to the infield and a couple other cars bottle up and just happened to make it through.
As that definitely looked like something crazy. We saw you come through the accident when we watched the replay. It looked like you got a little tap maybe in the door or something, but you made it through and you made it into second place. It's just been one heck of a week for you. You won the Super Speedway Championship. Now you're over here with the Throwback Series, second place finish.
Oh, yeah, man. It's been an awesome week. I mean, I'm still on a high from winning the championship in the Super Speedway Series. Again, I can't thank Alex enough for putting all this stuff on for us and everything. It's been an awesome week.
Absolutely. I got one last question for you. As we're looking here at your driver picture, please tell me you still have that awesome mustache.
I unfortunately do not.
Well, Bobby, we're going to have to cut this interview short and head out of here then. Well,
yeah, I'm pretty sad about that.
Aspen, that was one sweet handlebar mustache you had going there for yourself.
I do have an updated driver picture that I will send y'all later, and we can throw it up on the next broadcast. How's that sound?
Well, I'm not sure if we wanted a new updated picture, Bobby. This one's pretty sweet.
I think I'd leave that one right there.
Well, hey, Aspen, congratulations on your second place finish. Still having one heck of a week over here with the OP guys. Congratulations. Hope to see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Sounds good. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Now the man that we've all been waiting for, the guy who decided he was going to go do some donuts for a while and leave us hanging, wondering if he was going to make it here to us, That's going to be your winner here tonight, the 88 of Alex. Well, I hope I've been saying your name right this whole time. Daffin?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, see? Looks like we got it right, Bobby.
All right, kudos to us.
Well, Alec, tell us how you did it. You had a good run all race going pretty much, and then at the end you found yourself out front on fresh tires.
Yeah, well, early in the race I was running mid-pack, just trying to find some speed, and then I got fresh tires a little way in the race, and then, well, I missed a big wreck, and got up to like third, and then I fell back to like eighth, but then I was running third. Two guys in front of me were on old tires. I got in front of them, and then just didn't make any mistakes after that, and I screwed the final restart. And I kind of feel bad about Dustin. I threw a block there at the end, but I felt like it was clean, and he just spun out or something. But brought home the win after that when the caution came out.
We saw a lot of tire spin there on that last restart. You were out there with 27-lap old tires. We saw you spin your tires also. I mean, were you expecting the tires to spin, or did you think you had enough grip left in those rear tires that they were going to hook and go?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think it was an issue because we had a bunch of short runs, and these cars don't have a ton of horsepower, so I just mounted the throttle and felt like it was fine, but I guess for some guys it was a little bit different.
Well, Alex, this was the first time I believe we've seen you over here with the Throwback Series. What did you think of tonight's race all in all?
Oh, it was very competitive. I mean, I heard it was like a 2,000 strength of field, and I qualified like 26. I didn't think I had a chance at winning, but it was, for the most part, clean racing. We had quite a few wrecks, but pretty competitive, and it was fun, though, that's for sure.
Bobby, he talks about a 2,000 I-rating field. As I look here at his driver, it looks like, Alec, you're a 4,500 I-rating driver A-class, so...
Yes, sir.
At 2,000 I-rating is probably a little bit less than what you were expecting.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a 30,000 strength of field. I mean, I don't know, some leagues is higher, some leagues is lower, but it was, the drivers in here were still good either way.
Absolutely. These guys are pretty competitive over here. Well, Alec, congratulations on your first showing here for the OP Throwback guys, and congratulations on your win here tonight. Anybody you got to thank for that win to put that 88 up there in victory lane tonight?
Well, first of all, thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and thank my team, HRT Esport, thank my sponsor, Craft Jerseys, and everybody for racing me clean, and everybody for watching the broadcast.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for taking some time out of your night to come out here and race with these guys, and then thank you for coming up here and talking with us. Hope to see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Well, that was your winner, the 88 of Alex Daffin. Bobby, you got his name right.
I know it. I'm excited. I'm happy. I think I'm going to get an ice cream.
Bobby's always talking about ice cream. I don't know. Well, Bobby, let's see if we can get some of this stuff to cooperate here, and let's go through these results here so we can get off the air. And these guys probably want to stop listening to us talk anyway. Coming home is your winner tonight. You heard from him, the 88 of Alex Daffin. Coming home in the second position, the 84 of Aspen Belvin. Bringing it home in third, another new guy out here, Francisco Pelletier, Frenchie himself, third place. The 69 of Brian Beach, bringing that car back from a couple laps down to finish in the fourth position. What a night for him. A guy we didn't hear much about all night. He was very silent all through the night. That's the 07 of Scott Bellum. Kelly Milam, we heard from him early on. He was just going to fight and try and gain some points. Well, good thing for him. He stayed in the race, brought that car home sixth. The 38, another new guy out there tonight. We saw him have an issue with the wall, get wrapped up in a big one. The 38 of Cole Day bringing it home seventh. The 48 of Ed Welsh, didn't hear much of him all evening, just silent, just a good night for him. The 31 of Derek Conley, he's going to bring that machine home in the 9th position. The 10th position, rounding out your top 10, the 91 of Creighton Carter.
Looks like your 11th position was the 00 of Katie Hated. I'll tell you, it was amazing to watch this girl race right here. The problem, she was at the wrong place at the right time, kept getting taken out by the big ones. I thought she did an awesome job tonight, but it just wasn't her night tonight. 12th position was the 27 of Jeff Beringer. He also ran up front. He ran up front for quite a while. He had some really long runs on those tires right there, and I think it kind of hurt him there towards the very end of this thing. Looks like the 13th position was the number 9 of Joshua Spalding. Didn't hear a whole lot of him, but he still managed to come home in a 13th position. 14th, we had the number 1 of Joe Maglow out of New England. The 15th was the 20 of Brandon Peters. 16th position was the 39 of Cody Lovett. He was also a quiet guy tonight. He had some incidents, got into some trouble a little bit, and that's what happens when you have the big wrecks. Sometimes you avoid them, sometimes you can't. 17th position was the 101 of David Gangforth out of Canada. 18th position was the 15 of Alex Green. I know he fought quite a bit to get his laps back and done a good job doing that. Looks like the 19th position is going to be the 19 of Matt Henry. He ran up front for a little bit, and he also ran up front fighting like crazy to get those laps back towards the end. The 20th position was also the 92 fighter of Tyler J. Graff. 21st position, 55, David Weishart out of Indiana. 22nd position, the number 7 of Forrest J. Sparks. We didn't hear a whole lot from him tonight. 23rd position was a 28 of James Mayer. He also ran up front there for a while. He had old tires. Also got caught up in the mayhem of a wreck. The 24th position was the number 90 of Aaron Tolhurst. The 25th position, 53 of Dave Hunt. 26th position, number 6, Dustin German. He was up there running in second position, going for the win on this when they all end up spinning their tires on a restart, and he pretty much ended up hitting the wall and ended his night at the very last lap. 27th is going to be the number 11 of Chase Berry. He was also running up top there for a while. 28th position, the 42 of Danny R. Valenzuela. The 29th position was the number 10 of Garrett Grant out of Indiana. He also was running up front there for a while also. 30th position was the 14, Timothy Trowbridge out of Indiana. 31st position was the 58 of David Sabin. 32nd position was the 23 of Tanner Thus. He also ran and made several good laps up there, leading the pack during the beginning of this race. Got caught up into the big one. The 32nd position, number 2, Tristan Walker. He, too, also ran up there at the beginning and in the middle of this race, fighting for the lead, staying in the top 4, top 5 most of the evening tonight. Got caught up in an accident. 34th position is 93 of Isaiah Dupree out of Carolina. 35th position, the 25, Bill Bessler. 36th position, number 3, Joshua Durham out of Michigan. 37th position, 22, Mark A. Vega. 38th position, 24, Derek Myers. 39th position, the 26 of Ryan Otto. Didn't hear much from him at all tonight. 40th position, number 86, Gerald West. 41st position, number 5, Robert Lakova. The 42nd position, number 71, Stephen Herman. And the 43rd position, number 50, Jeffrey Meyer.
Well, Bobby, thanks for going through the whole order for us as we were having a little bit of an issue. Thank you. Go get yourself a drink. Well, Bobby, tonight was Las Vegas. We saw some gambles being taken, if you will. A couple guys on the late run here at the end of the race, staying out on older tires, trying to finish her off. That creates a little bit of tire spin, slipping and sliding. We saw it end under yellow, unfortunately, with a caution coming out with 3 to go. Well, Bobby, Alex Staffen, he had the car tonight here at the end of the race. He brought the 88 machine home. Any last words before we sign off the air and kick it?
Well, basically all I got to say is even though I'm showing now 9 cautions, 47 laps. But in between those cautions, we still had good racing going on. We had guys that were laps down fighting to get their laps back, and they were not making it easy for the top 3, 4, 5 guys that was in this race trying to win this thing. And that's what you have on this old setback of rules with this league racing right here that we're doing tonight. Overall, it was a really great race. I kind of enjoyed it, Roger, but I will tell you, I'm hungry for some ice cream.
Bobby's hungry for some ice cream, but now we're about to wrap it up here from Las Vegas. Next week, we head to the hot, slippery Atlanta Motor Speedway. Bobby, we know turn 4 at Atlanta can be a nightmare. It's hot, it's slick, it's not the greatest on tires. It chews through tires like nobody's business. We thought Las Vegas here was going to chew through tires. We saw some pretty good racing. Next week at Atlanta, though, you can guarantee it's going to chew through them.
Next week, they better learn to give and take. They better be in a wonderful, great mood, and they better be able to drive smart because, just like you said, that place will eat you up and spit you out.
Well, it looks like all the drivers have their cars loaded up, and they're headed out of here. We're going to head out of here, too. After 134 laps here at Las Vegas, the 88 of Alec Daffin, he was the man, the myth, the legend, all wrapped up into one, if you want, tonight. He gambled here at Las Vegas and brought the 88 car home. P1. that's going to be it for myself, Bobby Johnson, the whole MaxSpeedTV crew. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you next week at Atlanta with the OP Racing League from Atlanta on MaxSpeedTV. Till next week, I'm Roger Muth. That's Bobby Johnson. We'll catch you later, knuckleheads.
See ya.
MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelled with the Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.